welcome everyone to the Midnight Social Radio. I am your co-host as ever, Mr.Overlord, and with me as always, the illustrious trio, Bandi, Dogboy, and Kuro. And welcome to the season finale of the Midnight Social Radio.
Yep, we did two seasons. Oh, I didn't turn. All right, yeah, we did two seasons. We're hoping to go into our third season, which will be the best season, or as I named this podcast on Twitch, Midnight Social. What was it? I think I called it the remastered. Oh,
remastered.
Yeah, the remastered because it's like The Last of Us always has like the joke of remaster. I keep on making the joke of again, Last of Us again.
Get it.
So it's the remaster.
Didn't Neil Sucksman game bombed?
Well, he won an award, so I don't know how much of a bomb that is.
I mean, like his new game.
Oh, he made a new game?
Oh, I didn't know that.
It's more like the trailer for a new game. Everyone was roasting it.
No, I didn't know that.
It was like the extraction shooter game that we saw during Indie Game Awards. Which, by the way, speaking of the Game Awards, this should be it. It's kind of the biggest thing right now to talk about.
Yep. We are all there. So we all have our opinions. Bandi, I know you were
even me
there a bit.
Yeah, I had my opinions too, but I did it in the chat mostly.
Yeah.
I was not able to do voice chat, sadly. So.
Yeah, I had to relay it to these guys. I'm like, oh great, Bandi's not here. I gotta relay the message.
And then you were looking at my chat messages and I was like, I don't know if I could say this all to the group.
Right.
Because I am a chat bot in the fucking chats.
I love chatting too, but you know.
Oh yeah, I've been texting.
Oh, okay.
So, for one, Baldur's Gate 3 won, which I am very happy for.
Woohoo!
I'm still not gonna play, even though it's like one.
So, I've never played the game myself, but I've talked to quite a few people that I actually have played the game, and they've had nothing but good things to say about it. And honestly, I want to check it out now. I think that's probably gonna, if I buy another game, chances are probably be Baldur's Gate. So
yeah, it's definitely a really good game.
And I'm in the process of finishing off the payment on a PC right now. So like I've been doing some upgrades and everything. It's just it's not a fast process, but hopefully next year I'll have an ultimate gaming rig that's good to go, and we should never have any issues with me getting booted off.
And
Is it custom built?
And if you guys are wondering, Spider-Man 2 didn't get shit.
Spider-Man 2?
Yeah.
Yep.
The game that released on the PS5.
Mm.
And PlayStation fanboys were mad.
Well, honestly, games have been kind of a hit or miss, especially lately. So, can't really, defend
like legit, like
developers.
I went to there it is for Tango Plays. I went to for Tango Plays channel. Well, it got recommended to me, and here's some comments, and here's like PlayStation fanboys' reaction towards it. I'll post it in general.
What's up?
I posted in general with how essentially Spider-Man 2 got no awards.
What was? Oh, there was something else that actually got like lower awards too, but it was a movie. I don't remember what it was. Oh, it was Marvel's. Marvel's did not get any awards. It had the lowest grossing. I think that was the only quote unquote awards that it was able to get for being the worst movie.
I didn't watch it. Yeah, I didn't watch it at all. I mean, I don't watch any Marvel movies, to be honest. So
no, I stopped after Endgame for myself.
Me too.
But also to answer your question, Kiro, I didn't shoot it over my head. No, it's not necessarily. I mean, it is a build, but I didn't design the build. But eventually, I will be putting my own stuff into it. So, yes and no.
All right, I bought mine's.
I'm excited.
Anyways, mine was a bot store, so I just don't know.
I didn't intend on building mines.
I want to get a better case. I don't like the case I have right now. So that's the thing I'm definitely going to change. I want a white case. I don't want a black case. And the
Racist.
disc port has like a little bit of a gap between the case and the actual drive itself, and I don't like that. So I want to get rid of that.
A lot of RBG fans blowing, like, pointing towards you. Glass windows. Coffee maker.
But we've seen a lot of the games. You guys will see our reaction to it just because Kuro has posted it on his YouTube.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Probably should link it too.
We were also kind of sharing, kind of discussing as well about some of the games that we might play for MSG.
Oh yeah, what was some of the games? Because like I said, I was in the chat for a little bit, but I did have to go. So I was only able to stick for like a little bit.
There was this kind of like game. It was like a round. How to describe it to the audience, for the audio listeners?
The game was called Windblown.
It was called Windblown. Oh yeah, okay, there you go. Thank you. Yeah,
It's on Steam, isn't it?
I don't think it's out yet.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Oh.
It looks like it looked like it was made in Unreal Engine 5 with like all these like cute little aesthetics kind of thing. Running around in a big world. Oh, wrong game. Windblown's the other one with the furries. My bad. Sorry.
Yeah, that's the furry one.
Yeah, that's the furry.
And I also said and also Persona 5, Persona 3 and 4 are also kind of getting are also getting highly remade as well. They're essentially getting the Persona 5 treatment, which I don't know how to really feel towards.
Oh, what's the Persona 5 treatment?
Like, have you looked at the UI for Persona 5?
It's I thought it was like regular Persona since I never played a Persona game. I thought that's just like how Persona usually looks.
No, it does not.
No, that was just an aesthetic for Persona 5.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, because like I said this before, I played Persona before it was cool.
That's cool, really.
I don't want to sound like a hipster, but I did this before it was cool. Okay.
I don't know, man. That sounds pretty
I knew
to
about
me.
Persona before it was cool.
You got your fedora on?
Well,
No.
I will say that the art is actually pretty good. I've never played it myself either, but the artwork that they've done for it is actually damn good.
Another one I think we can all potentially play is Lego Fortnite.
Yes, actually, I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about the new games and stuff tonight too. So I'm glad you actually brought that up.
Fortnite. I don't.
All right, so Kiro, no, I understand where you're coming from, and honestly, I do want to say something about this. With Fortnite, the fact that they put Peter Griffin in there was kind of like, it felt like a cry of desperation for help because they're running out of shit they can really fucking throw out there.
Well,
ever since Project Liberty and the layoffs that they did back in October, I can't imagine they're doing super hot right now.
See, if Fortnite's running by ideas, they can come over to me. I have plenty of IPs that they can take as I flutter my eyes towards nobody. But if they really want something to use, they can come to me. I'm developing a game. Why can't we do a crossover? Fortnite. Call me. Anyways, yes, go on. But yeah, I don't know about playing Fortnite. If I get on it, everything I've been
Lego
protesting.
Fortnite.
Well, I mean, I kind of like Legos, but everything I protested against is gonna come back up on me.
Yeah, you're gonna sound like a hypocrite. Yeah, no, I understand that.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, I get it.
But
the Lego Fortnite game actually did seem very.
I actually played it. I actually did played it. I've gotten back on Fortnite after all these years, and it is nothing like how it was when it first came out.
I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. I'm a sucker for Lego games, so I'm probably gonna take this.
It's very much. It's like a whole new. Hell, they even just released 2 new game mechanics. Not just the Lego one. Like after the Lego one, they released like a Rocket League game, not Rocket League, but like a racing game with Rocket that was done by Rocket League developers. It's actually pretty fun. It's a racing game, but it's pretty damn fun. It's kind of like Mario Kart in a way because you drift, you get a boost, and the maps are all kind of fuckery and shit. And
It's not Fall Guys, isn't it?
but no, not Fall Guys.
What was, because that was also by Epic Games, but what was the other one? The one that you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. I've seen it.
Did you say Fall Guys was made by Epic Games?
I thought it was, wasn't it?
It's on.
No.
It is on. You can download it from the Epic Game Store. Yes, but I'm not sure if it's made by.
But they didn't make it. It was somebody else. And I also didn't clarify earlier what you said too, Bandi, about like after what Phantom Liberty, the Cyberpunk
Project Liberty, because that was the dispute between Apple and Epic Games. Like, do you remember the clip on Fortnite? So when you loaded the game, and now I know you guys said you haven't touched Fortnite in a while, but I'm sure anyone in the audience can vouch on me on this one. When you actually loaded in, there was actually a statement about it. Like, they were going against Apple, the App Store, because they were trying to charge royalties for having their app on the platform for it being, completely free. And that was the dispute. So that was Project Liberty. Liberty.
I've heard about that, but I didn't see
them
it.
really fucking hard. So I'm wondering if, with all this shit going on, and they were talking about it on the layoffs and everything too. At the very bottom.
I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. I'm assuming that's why they made Epic Games Unreal Engine 5 so early.
Probably a cry for help, yeah.
Probably. But
some of the cost.
Let me just to make sure. Let's see what's the count right now, the player count. Player count for Fortnite.
There it is, Lego Fortnite. I'm gonna be honest with you. I am a complete sucker for Lego games.
Players right now is over 4,611,821. In the past 24 hours is 7,654,387. An all-time peak within since 7 days ago was 11,616,374. And let's see.
While Dogboy's searching for that,
here's their
Iron Mouse won the Content Creator of the Year awards.
Congratulations!
Congratulations!
But honestly, I'm surprised when I'm looking at it right now. I'm surprised Quackity's here.
Who?
Quackity?
Yeah, because remember, he used to make all kinds of the most. This is because back in the golden age of YouTube, which was around 2016, about roughly around 2015 to 2017.
Oh, that was
maybe 2018. Quackity was also amongst the people who would make some of the most unhinged content.
Damn.
If you guys are wondering, he used to go by Quackity HQ.
Still never heard of him.
Quackity HQ.
It's fine if you don't, but that's how.
When did he come around? I guess because
I
don't want to say the name sounds familiar, but
I think went around I think essentially when commentary was not really as profitable. Two, when I think it was kind of like a gradual process. One, the general environment for YouTube was kind of changing in general. So, back then you would make some of the most unhinged content as much as you can. with Papa Franco in his Cake trilogy. Max Mofo doing all kinds of dangerous shit. iDubbbz saying the gamer word every 10 seconds.
Nothing different from today's world. Maybe slightly different.
Well, iDubbbz is a massive cuck, so
okay. Well, that's an improvement.
And does he dress in a conductor's suit?
No.
While his wife is getting plowed by a train.
What?
Terrible joke. Sorry if that went over the head.
I got that.
All right. Glad you got it, Carol. But
I'm not too far in the dark. I just don't know a lot of things.
Because you said he was a cook, so I slammed a joke on it.
Yeah.
Max Mofo got married, believe it or not.
Max Mofo did?
Yeah.
To whom?
I'm trying to find it. I'm trying to find the tweet.
Like another online personality?
I don't think so. I think it's just some chick.
Oh, okay. Well,
like Taylor Swift or anything. Actually, speaking of which, I will talk about that in a little bit. Kind of just a rant, but
here it is. And if you guys look all the way to the left hand corner there, that's Joji.
I see him, yeah.
And if you're wondering why iDubbbz didn't go, he did get invited, but the reason behind why he didn't even follow through with it was kind of retarded. Essentially, his chick was getting a new tattoo at that same time.
That's kind of retarded.
Yeah, that's a little bit odd.
That's a half-ass excuse. Like, could he
I think it's a little ridiculous, yeah.
Yeah, make it sound like she's giving birth or something.
Oh yeah, that'd be it. Well, I mean, giving birth would be a different story, but
honestly, his wife kind of. I'm going to be honest with you. His wife kind of neutered him. But then again, when you're dating a Twitch star, I think that's kind of what happens to you.
Who is his wife again?
Anissa. She's all right.
I'm gonna pretend like I know and just nod my head, sure.
I'll just give you like this. I'll just send you this fucking YouTube story of who she looks like. It's also the reason why he.
Oh, okay.
And she also has fucking has some fucking breast implants.
Tell.
I don't think I could show that on the stream. Let me see what it looks like. Oh. I'm not gonna attempt it.
But anyways. Yeah, but I am happy but yeah, I did, if you're wondering, I did take a shot for Iron Mouse winning.
Yeah, a lot of I was talking to a VTuber streamer not too long ago, and she was like pretty proud that Iron Mouse had won. She's like, yeah, it was she was saying that it was a good thing. I'm trying to remember her name or find her profile, but to give her a shout out.
Why does the second picture of Anissa looks like she pole dances at some low income strip joint?
Oh, okay. So,
yeah.
Sorry,
are you talking about the one when she's in the green top?
No, the black top.
Oh. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, I was gonna say the green top looks normal, but yeah, that one kind of. It looks like she's kind of wearing leather pants or some kind of synthetic Well, not leather, but it's some synthetic kind of leggings or something on the bottom there.
Yeah.
Well,
But okay, enough about
questionable.
us roasting iDubbbz's girlfriend.
Right.
And she's probably gonna get ran through like the Polar Express.
Hot chocolate, anyone? Oh, you suck.
Well, it's on point. It is Christmas, so just to let people know, this was
Ho,
definitely
ho,
Christmas.
ho, yonder. Anyways.
Also, her name.
We
sorry.
got new stuff from the Prince of Persia game.
Yeah.
Prince of Persia game.
And we also got a new Hellblade game.
Yeah, well, that surprised me.
Yeah, there's not a lot of picks
Ronin?
out there for me, you know. I'm looking at these games. I'm not like feeling them. Mostly because there was no gameplay.
Everyone was in the one was everyone's hyped for, which was Sega potentially showing off some new Jet Set Radio games. This is either going to be a sequel or B, just an outright remake of the game or reimagining.
I thought they were still having copyright issues or ownership issues.
Like issues with the IP ownership?
Yeah. Kind of like with the Spider-Man situation.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah.
Is that because like between now? Don't hold me on this, but is it because of like the thing between Sony or?
Oh no, it's just overall with
Okay.
Well, it was Marvel. Now it's mostly Disney, since Disney is the overbearer of all IPs of Marvel and whatever else they own. But it was just more or less like a over 5 years worth of legal dispute over the copyrights issue over Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, and apparently Iron Man, and where it was more like between Disney and the Steve Ditko family, and I guess they came to a settlement early yesterday, and they and so they Disney has retained license with over the characters, and the family will be compensated for it. But that being said, too, that it also puts there's also another part about it that terminates any other usage of the characters, especially if the use of the name of title of Spider-Man that was not originally made by Steve Ditko. So if Steve Ditko didn't have anything to do with the character, even if Disney does own it, it won't fly. So that means that, like, for Miles Morales or Miguel O'Hara probably won't be able to use the title of Spider-Man anymore.
Oh, okay. Because that name itself is.
Yeah,
I'm tracking now. Okay.
Yeah, and apparently, according to somebody from Marvel, was that the reason why that Miles Morales was really created, it wasn't for diversity and all that other stuff. It was actually because of the waning of the waning worry of ownership of Spider-Man, of Peter Parker Spider-Man. And they fear if they were to lose him, they need a backup plan. So Miles Morales was literally a backup plan in case. And that's why that as the years went by, they started shit on Spider-Man even more, which is now starting to make sense. Like why they keep bringing all these shitty ass writers coming in Marvel. Because
to be fair, like Nick Spencer was competent at writing the shit.
Yeah, but for the majority of the time, they kept trying to push Miles Morales out there as the years went by, and I do think it is partially also has to do with the whole social want to look good, virtue signaling and all that. But
Yeah,
it was mostly
and like
it was just mostly make it like, hey, this guy over here, it's like having that one employee that's really awesome, everybody loves, but they're about to leave. You don't know if they're going to stay or they're going to leave, so you kind of give them all the shitty jobs, and then you bring in the new guy, and you try to hype them up even more, so that way people will want the new guy more than the old guy. It's kind of like that.
Like, it's that impartially. A lot of people, it's just like that, and the people like writing it didn't know what the fuck to do with Miles until Spider-Verse.
Right, and that's and that's a clear state point right there. So they really didn't had any idea what to do with Miles, and until the films were getting put out, and I know a lot of people, especially a couple people I've spoken with in the past 24 hours, they're kind of like disappointed with that aspect. But I kind of think is more of a win, not just for us, Spider-Man fans, but for Miles Morales' character in general, because this will have to force the writers or force the creators to actually give him his own fucking identity.
Kind of flesh him out even more, give him more of a purpose, more of a meaning, instead of just being, this was our alternative to Spider-Man if shit didn't work out.
Yeah, like for the last fucking time to those idiots out there. It's like, it's not that nobody likes Miles Morales as a character. Like, hell, the movies has done and the games have done him justice. We just want him to have a fucking identity of his own. Stop giving him all, Peter's Rose Gallery. Give him his own. Give him his name. I was going
to say also we should probably stop. We can also stop probably putting Peter through so much shit.
Mm-hmm. Because give him
because a lot of fans, comic book fans in general, are generally just annoyed at the fact that they're constantly putting Peter through shit. And then the MCU fanboys are like, wait, Peter's life's supposed to suck. It's like, have you people fucking read any of the other comic books? Sure, Peter's life sucks.
Yeah.
But it doesn't, but some of the writers, what they put them through is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, it is a little nuts.
Yeah, I heard somebody say like that's the whole point, being Spider-Man is the suffering. No, that's not the point.
Iron Man was the thing for suffering, honestly.
I mean, really, I was trying to add on to that. It's like that whole suffering point kind of goes with all heroes, really in general. It's just that just comes with being a hero. That you have to make a lot of. Hence the fucking quote itself: "Great power comes with great responsibility." Because I swear, and I even was talking with my friend earlier today about all this, that if it wasn't for Ben Parker, if it wasn't for Uncle Ben,
really?
No, Uncle Ben.
Oh,
if it wasn't for Uncle Ben, Peter would probably more likely turn out into an anti-hero or a villain. Because when he first got his powers, he was a little shit. He was kind of like itching to do whatever he wanted to do. Like, he still was a good kid, but he probably would have been more like, basically it's like a conversation between him and Deadpool. Deadpool literally told him in one issue that he's Spider-Man if he didn't have Uncle Ben. So yeah, we would have had two Deadpools running around. But one of them would have the stupid strength of Spider-Man. And Spider-Man would not even have a Rose Gallery. He'll be like basically the Punisher. A headache for anyone who tries to write any of his stories. Because they have to constantly come up with a new villain for him to kill off.
I honestly think in a different universe, actually, they actually experiment with that idea.
They have. And there's even the Superior Spider-Man run too gave proof of that.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I thought that was kind of retarded.
Yeah, but it did. It was retarded, but it also gave a lot more insight for like especially the scene when Doc Ock had the horrifying realization how much Peter holds back when he fights the guys.
Oh, yeah, when he broke the Scorpion's fucking jaw.
Or crippled the shit out of Vulture, or even just mop the floor with the Avengers. Because Spider-Man really can, solo the Avengers.
And that's why he beats Goku.
Wow.
Yes, I will put money on that. Yes, Spider-Man can beat Goku. I mean, hell, I've seen people argue between a fight between him and Miles Morales because yes, Miles Morales has more of a power set. But I'm sorry though, he's not as strong as Peter. He's like, and he's definitely not as smart.
Also SpongeBob beats Goku as well.
What? How?
Toon Force, man.
Toon powers. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Toon powers and the powers of a sponge.
I was gonna say shock absorbent because he's a sponge.
Yeah, that and no, the one that buys them all is Doodlebob. Doodlebob is just a force.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
That'd be the last thing Goku would hear.
He's erasing his mouth off.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyways. Yeah, it's now and it also kind of like gives it like a good idea about like the importance of like just copyrighting your stories and shit. And actually like legally sound them. So that way we won't have this much of headaches when we're dealing with, companies and shit. Like even if we do all start our own independent companies, and if we do get big, like for instance Kuro, like he and his all his works, gets popularized and becomes nominated for next time's Game of the Year game.
Yeah, so I'll sweep every category.
Yeah, he's going to have like a solid understanding and grip of the copyright of the laws over his stuff, so that way people won't try and screw him over, like especially if he wound up doing deals or brand deals and so on and so forth with whoever,
lawyers are slippery, and even though I am looking at my copyright for both Black Men and Almanac on my wall under the Canadian government, it's only like $50 Canadian just to get a copyright. And
it's actually not that expensive really here. Yeah.
Okay.
Which I need to hurry up and get mine set up and shit. I'm just
apparently you don't have to like. I guess back in the day you had to like send it in, but you can do it from the government website. I'm not sure if your government website allows it, but you can just go to the government website and say, "Hey, this is my work that I want, and here's my $50," and they're like, "Thank you." And here you go.
we have two options here, or at least for me, is that there's one route using the official government website, and then there's also the state government website where we can copyright. And then even and apparently there's your stuff is already technically copyrighted by just having it exist.
Yeah.
So as long as you have receipts of you having this at this time and space, and it's taken up said space, then it is yours. Which is good for me, right? Honestly, because every other day I keep seeing a new character design, quote unquote, new character design that looks just like my character Mercy. There's even a VTuber that looks like Mercy verbatim, except her hair is bloody red. But she hasn't been out for long. I think like a couple years. But Mercy has been around, and I could prove this too, since 2016. So if I get her copyrighted, then and if I could work some magic, I can make it. No, I'm not gonna be that big of a dick. Yeah. Or maybe I could just be like, hey, nobody else can have a purple blue ponytail, big fluffy orange hair.
Man, you're just gonna be hated like the Fine Brothers. You know how they try like, we're gonna trademark React. If you try to put down a lockdown on like that kind of hairstyle and stuff like that, I can see. Well, it'd be a win for you, but then there will also be people who would be like, "Oh, I hate that guy. Never read his stuff."
Yeah, and that does remind me of like the other bad side of copyright stuff, because we'll wound up situations like with PT or Jet Set Radio.
Oh yeah.
Now, the reason why I was asking about the whole copyright thing with them is because a lot of times that we don't see a lot of older IPs anymore because
Mostly
companies,
legal shit.
yeah, legal shit, copyright shit, and that's why it's I also mentioned having legal and understanding, and also it's I mean, don't be too much of a prick. That's why we really need to I guess have a better understanding the canon concepts. But anyways, yeah, it's yeah, so a lot of times we can't a lot of companies don't want to use certain IPs because of legal reasons. Now, I don't know what's Ubisoft's fucking deal with Rayman. They have full on leverage with that character, but they just fucking hate him for some reason.
Maybe it's his design.
I don't know why, because when Rayman first came out, he was a huge success in all of his games, except for when the Wii came out and the rabbits were introduced, and they just said the hell with Rayman.
Yeah.
Even when they did the reboot for his games, like Rayman Origins or Rayman Legends, they were still massively successful. So I don't see why. That is a sitting pile of gold right there. They're not even wanting to touch.
I also want another 3D Rayman game.
Yeah, same. Because I got introduced first with the second game, then went back and went up.
I'm an elder zoomer, so I guess you would. I guess it would be Rayman Origins.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I didn't know there were other games, so that were there. So eventually, I got around to properly playing Rayman 3.
Oh, nice.
Also the intro song is fucking bitchin'.
Yeah. Yeah, I know the one you're talking about.
Yeah.
I wasn't a fan of the art
If you're wondering what I played it on Dolphin Emulator.
What?
It's
What
a GameCube emulator.
Yeah, I know, but I don't think I played the 3D ones on GameCube. But anyways, yes, let's
Yeah,
I think that's all I have to say for copyright stuff.
Yeah. Speaking of the Game Awards, we finally got some form of an announcement trailer towards GTA 6. And we're back to the most unhinged state in the world, Florida.
Florida, man.
You know,
I'm excited for those.
I'm partially excited, but I'll let you guys have your opinions first, and then I'll say mine. Because I think I talked enough in the last segment.
Honestly, if you guys didn't know, in the last stream, I thought there were they were kind of like a brother sister kind of duo. But thankfully, Dogboy clarified for me in saying that no, they're actually a couple.
Yeah, they're definitely partners. When I saw the trailer, that would be a very odd thing to have a brother and I mean, unless it's Alabama, then I guess they're in the clear. But yeah, there was a bed scene that I was like, I don't know if they could be brother and sister. Not legally.
No, they don't. They like one of them is clearly a Latina, and the other is she looks Cuban. Really, one is a Cuban girl, and the other is clearly a white motherfucker.
Yeah, I was gonna say Cuban or Puerto Rican would be both valid, but definitely Cuban would be more lenient.
Yeah, because it's Vice City is Miami, and Miami is a heavy Cuban population, just mostly for the most part of all the immigrants that would literally surf in on makeshift rafts from Cuba. And so it's like
that's crazy.
And and if
how far away is it from Florida to Cuba?
It is not as far as you would think. How far away is Cuba from?
By the way, the car scene where the chick was twerking, that's actually getting fucking popular. I've seen a few artists. But-
Again?
Yeah, people
What?
are
Oh my
just talking
god, it
about
was
it.
bad enough when it was a thing a couple years ago. Like I would be driving, somewhere like, down the road from my house, and I would look over and I see some dumb, stupid bitch twerking on top of her car, and I'm just like,
Gotta do it for the views.
fall the fuck off.
Yeah, no, yeah, that is some nut shit. But the only things that I really got on this, and there's obviously they got a few more trailers they're probably gonna shove out. So
Yeah,
Um,
103 miles to be exact from Cuba to Florida.
wait, how many miles?
103 miles.
Jesus Christ, that's not far at all.
Yeah, no, it's
Holy
literally
shit!
a spitball away. Like here, I'll put the map.
I mean, it wouldn't swim there, obviously, but
Yeah,
yeah, no, a
and
boat or a raft will do you wonders.
yeah. So if you could get lucky and get past the Cuban guards and shit, yeah.
The Cuban guards, and then probably Coast Guard as well, the United States Coast Guard, because I'm sure they're patrolling that area and shit as well.
Yeah. Which I think,
maritime law and shit, fun stuff.
yeah, but since Cuba is technically like an enemy country, quote unquote, because they're communists, they'll be more inclined to take them, but they'll still
honestly,
have to
I
go
don't blame the people for even trying to go to Florida in the first place.
Yeah, really.
Communism doesn't work. Look at Russia. See how they're doing? Not great.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I mean, they're a republic now, but the ideologies that had them for like 80 years
and to the
really didn't do them favors.
And to the history nerds, yes, of course, there hasn't been a full-fledged communist country. We know, or I know at least, but it's still under the banner of socialist and communist.
I mean, look at North Korea. They're not doing great either.
Yeah, no. Which I kind of realize actually we're kind of more communist than we think we are. But we could have a whole other conversation about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so GTA 6, another thing that's going to be happening is it's not going to be on PC.
It's not going to be on PC?
No.
Yeah.
Which is probably going to be a good thing. Because here's why. Before PC Master Race bros come after me. This is the most expensive game that's been developed. Over $2 fucking billion was put into this game. That is one of my peak interest in this. Like, what did they shove in this game that is worth $2 fucking billion? And so if like even if you have like the highest end PC, I'm pretty sure that thing is going to sound like a jet airplane taking off in the front door.
Yeah, it's gonna crash and shit. Probably catch fire.
Hell, I don't even think my own fucking PlayStation 5 will be able to handle that shit without having a heat stroke.
Oh no, it won't. Which I really just don't understand. It's like games are made on a PC, and then later on they get fucking made in a terrible. Then later on they have a terrible PC port. What the fuck is happening?
Because they'll add in fucking the Nova or something.
That or they get a very inexperienced team. That actually happened with Arkham Knight. They have a very inexperienced team.
Yeah.
Are you talking about Batman Arkham Knight?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm tracking now. I'm not a big Batman person, so I was like, I mean, the name sounded familiar, so I was like, want to double check though.
But yeah, hold on. I want to look at how big this game's going to be. But 750 gigabyte size.
750 gigabytes?
400 hours of gameplay detail.
Jesus Christ, that is the biggest fucking game I've seen so far.
That is so...
That's almost a fucking terabyte.
Yeah, that's almost... No, my PC would not be able to contain that. My PC would not be able to contain that.
Okay, another source says it's be around 200 gigabytes. But that's still fucking big.
My PC would still not be able to contain that.
Yeah, that is like what? Yeah. Somebody's asking why it's so big. Why should it, in this case, a large amount of file content, since it's very well optimized in most computers. The open world is kilometers wide, and mods and/or additional content like DLC may increase the file size. God. And GTA 5 was 111 gigabytes.
Yeah, it was pretty fucking big, actually.
So
Same with Modern Warfare. All those games are getting
Yeah,
that
Modern
fucking
Warfare
big.
wants to
It's
just
nuts.
wants to take your system. That's why it's so big. Only game you
Yeah, and
should
then-
be playing.
yeah, and then you add on like the anti-pirate software that's gonna be ass. I mean that's really why like so many like ports are so bad, because they add in that one or two shit in there to, you know, as you were saying.
And that, or they get an inexperienced team to work on the PC port.
Mm-hmm.
Which, yeah, can totally fuck everything up if not knowing what you're supposed to do. Or to troubleshoot shit either. Because, yeah, if you got all these bugs and you don't have a team that doesn't know how to really narrow it down,
Yeah,
but
you're kind of fucked.
If you guys are wondering what Studio Rocksteady outsourced it to, they outsourced it to a game to Iron Galaxy Studios.
Oh yeah, that name rings a bell.
I think they did Killer Instinct.
They
They did.
also did some work for 7 Days to Die, I think.
Games.
Iron Galaxy, I think so.
They also help with Dive Kick.
Yes, Dive Kick, yeah.
Yeah. They also help with Uncharted games.
I'm trying to remember if there was another one that I played. 7 Days to Die is the one I've
Rumbleverse,
played.
Extinction. They did.
Rumbleverse.
They worked on the Insane trilogy.
Oh, yes.
Oh wait, they did work on the Insane
Spyro?
trilogy?
Yeah.
Oh,
or
they did
Crash,
work on
or Crash.
Yeah, on Crash Bandicoot.
I actually have the Insane trilogy on the
They also did
Xbox.
it for Spyro Reignited, so that's good.
Yeah,
Got
I'm
that
kind of
as well.
surprised they didn't bring up that new Crash game that's coming out, because I remember hearing about it.
It's About Time.
No, that's been out. There's another one that's supposed to come out.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say I didn't like
By
It's
the
About
way,
Time.
I want to.
I'm a Crash fan, and that hurts.
I want to fucking Wrath of Cortex remake.
That was a good one. Are you talking about the one that was on the first gen Xbox?
Yes.
Yes, that was a pretty good one when they had
I
what was his
also
name?
want a remake of Crash to Insanity.
Oh,
I haven't played that one.
Yeah, I played that one.
But I saw the trailer and that was funny.
Yeah, that was.
Basically, the game was massively rushed.
Ooh. Yeah.
But it was still a good game nonetheless. It just needed a little bit more time.
Yeah. Okay. So.
Just needed to marinate a little.
The Iron Galaxy, I think they're pretty solid. If they, don't outsource themselves as well.
Well, Rocksteady outsourced it to them.
Oh, you mean Rockstar?
Rocksteady, like the people behind the Batman Arkham games.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I thought we were still talking about GTA.
But I thought we were still talking about like the whole de novo thing.
Yeah, we are. But I was just talking about because
also,
I was just saying anyways.
Alan 2 also got a bunch of awards.
Yeah, I don't quite understand that, but I don't know. A couple of my friends say they like that game. We completely skip over the controversy with GTA 6, but I think we could probably touch back on that.
Yeah,
after we talk about Game Awards.
I think you played as a woman or some shit.
No,
after that, actually,
it's not even that. Okay, so
because we're still kind of on the topic of GTA in the first place, so.
Okay, yeah. So we can touch on that. So the controversy. It's the same controversy that's been going on since what? Me and Kuro were kids.
Oh, the 90s.
The 90s, the devil scare, the gaming scare.
Right-wing talking points.
Right wing, pearl clutching moms and shit. Yeah, so
but they're now joined by the fucking mid to late Zoomers.
The left side. So That's funny because they are. I haven't heard what the left side have been bitching about, which I'm probably imagining the same thing as the right side. It's too violent, it's too sexualized. We need to tone it down, censor it, think of the kids. I'm sorry. I did not know we went back 20 fucking years. I thought we were done with this shit.
Boy, were you wrong.
I was sure as hell fucking wrong.
Okay, my question is, what does it say on the box? It says rated M for mature, right?
It is rated M for mature, and I will gladly pull up the ESRB rating.
So, what are they complaining about? Who is it for? Adults. Are they giving it to kids? Then it's bad parenting. But
bad parenting. Okay. So for hell. Okay, so for anyone that doesn't know what the ESRB rating, you know that funny little letter thing that's at the bottom corner of your game case? Or even on the digital store, it'll be right there in the corner too, that has a E, E10, T, M. You never really see A, so I don't really worry about that.
Yeah, it was very rare now.
Yeah, they're very rare. They are called basically rating systems, and they were implemented onto games, especially right after around like Mortal Kombat era.
Because of Mortal Kombat.
Because of Mortal Kombat, really. And they are to let the public know by law who is the game sought out to. This is not a form of censorship. This is just common fucking sense. So E for everyone. Okay, kids, stay with me. Here's the keychain. E is for kids, for everyone. From your mama, your daddy, your grandma, your baby little brother. Y'all can play this shit. E for 10 and up are for kids that are at the age of 10 and up. T is for teenagers. M are for adults, mature. Which half of y'all don't even act like you're fucking mature yet.
Am I an adult? Am I an adult?
And then I didn't like the adult. It's like I'm a guy I hate.
Dogboy just going ape shit.
Yeah, I'm just explaining the ERSB ratings to the dumb fucks out there.
I mean, I'm 21 years old, and I have the humor of a frat boy.
I know, but I'll just give you context. But yeah, it's like M are for mature audiences, which, you know, like I said, half of y'all out there who are complaining about adulting. If you're like, that's the first sign you know somebody is not mature. Is that they look at an M-rated game that was purposely made for the adults. And every time
and AO is for adults only, which is mostly when it comes you're entering my territory.
It is basically pornography. Like, I'm sorry guys, but it won't get any more props than you just outright just tell them it's pornography.
That's what I said. Like, you're entering my territory.
Yeah, but that's what a lot of people probably won't even realize.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it takes the M-rated stuff and amps it up more. So you have more sex, more violence, and it's kind of just unhinged stuff. And this is kind of like black market type of crap that they won't even sell in stores.
Well, Steam, if you take advantage of a few things, like you can just patch that shit in.
Yeah, or you know, Newgrounds.
Yeah.
I'm not saying any of the other websites. But anyways, yes, and it's kind of like the whole skit what Samuel Jackson did to basically bring awareness to the ERSB rating. When it's like, I even seen in the comment section about somebody complaining, saying how like they let their kids play GTA, and I'm just like, what? Don't let your kid play that.
What? I shouldn't?
No.
But Connor wants to know what it's like to shoot a prostitute.
Well, I mean, they can, but if you do let your kids play it, then don't bitch and cry about it. That's what I should be saying, because I was a kid, I played GTA.
You can play my kid can play a fucking Payday 2.
Well, apparently, according to some of these parents, their kids can play GTA, but the parents themselves got to play with the little fragile ass selves.
I let my kids play Bully. I'm just kidding.
Honestly, actually, I think you can get away with that because Bully's T for teen.
Yeah, Bull is T for teen.
Oh, is it really? God
It
damn.
is. Yeah.
Well, how about Halo? All right, there we go.
Actually,
Halo's
that
free,
probably, I think that probably might work out, kid, because if he's actually legit interested in the story, you can like introduce him to like some of the comics and the novels.
Yeah,
of Bully itself, really?
Yeah, but
no, Halo.
Oh, Halo. Yeah, Halo.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Because
Yeah.
I grew
like,
up with Halo. Actually, I
Yeah,
played
exactly.
Yeah.
Halo
Okay,
when I was
so
like 8.
I'm going to backtrack
it's
right quick.
T.
When I said don't let your kids play
Oh.
M-rated games, you can let your kids play M-rated games, but you, the parent, the adult figure, have to be aware what you're giving your kid and know and have an understanding of what you feel like they can handle or not handle.
I'm honestly,
more parent supervision.
Yes.
I honestly might have my kid like try out like if I ever do have kids, I'll introduce like some of the shit I grew up on.
Yeah, same. I'll definitely like introduce them to GTA and some other stuff.
No, I mean like some like old stuff like the N64.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the older GTA games and
Oh yeah, because the first one wasn't bad at all. Actually, the Skyview. Because I remember playing the first one. It was kind of funny with the prisoners and everything. They always made the fart sounds and just random noises.
I would play
I started with 3.
I probably might like find some games on eBay or some shit and like have them play like Pokemon Stadium.
3 was good too, though.
Yeah, but yeah, before we get too far off track point, yeah, what all in all, it's just like, you know, when you buy your games for your kids, know what you're really giving them. And so that way you don't get, you know, blindsided.
You know, I don't.
Yeah, you don't get blindsided when you start seeing certain shit, because it's like that one guy in Samuel Jackson ad when he said he showed his daughter Django a chain and now she won't stop saying the N-word.
Wow.
Legit parents are like that too. And so it's like, and for anyone that keeps saying like how, and this is to both left and right, but for people that still believe, yeah, and I stand firm on this one. It's like there's never been a solid finding of a proof that playing violent video games leads to violent behavior.
Mm-hmm.
It was already, if there were violent behavior that is shown, that is more likely tied to before the video games were introduced. It's the same shit with, I know you guys are sick and tired of us saying this word, but lolly shit does not make people, you know, cheese pizza enjoyers.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you were already had interest before that. Same thing with GTA.
Or the first thing you thought of was the character's age whenever you see lewd fan art of a character.
Right. And you don't even know how old that character really is. Like there's a recent anime, short little thing. It's literally about like a big titty, you know, witch girl, but she is the daughter
yes, that one.
Of a witch. Yeah, pretty wholesome actually. Or Frerin, for instance. She's a 1,000-year-old elf, and she's basically like a surrogate mom to a human girl who has pretty large chest. But and it's just,
or on Nikkei, they have the one of the characters named Litter. She's a lolly, but she acts like an old head.
Right. Like, I mean, like really, and that's just what pisses me off so much about the media, and I'll wrap this rant up in a second. Is that, or just people in general, is they keep equating one thing to another when really they're not really as tight as we think they are, or you would think they are. It always goes back to nature and nurture. You know, it's just, it was like whatever happened afterwards, like God forbid a mass shooting, stabbing, raping, snuggle struggles, if you want to call it that.
Yeah.
It's not, yeah, it's not because they played, a Modern Warfare game or a GTA game or an anime game. It was something that was already in them. Granted, there's a possibility that it might have helped bring it out, but still, there's no viable causes.
There's no correlation of.
Yeah, no causation. No, there's not correlation.
Okay,
Yeah.
so let me get straight. So I'm playing. If I play Call of Duty, I'm not going to be wanting to go into the military.
No. If anything, there's more proof that it does help with urges, though. Like there was a study that was done on soldiers that came back from Iraq who suffered from PTSD, and they would play Modern Warfare games, right? And it actually and it actually was showing signs that it was helping them get through their. It was more therapeutic.
By the way,
yes.
the ending towards Modern Warfare, the reboot was bullshit.
Yeah, I've heard the third one was it did not do well at all.
Yeah, even
people
Chris
are
Judge,
not liking it at
even
all.
Chris Judge could get it.
This is coming from a guy who has watched the story summary of the OG Modern Warfare, and it sucks dick.
Yeah, I played the first Modern Warfare, the second Modern Warfare, and the third Modern Warfare of the originals. I never played the campaigns for any of the three that came out of the revamps. I've only done the multiplayers, and then the war zones, and I didn't like the war zone for Modern Warfare 2.
I guess while we're on the topic of this kind of stuff, well, not really on the topic, but you guys have any topics?
Yes, I do. I just want to go back to the thing, but yeah, to the whole buying games for your children. It's well, of course, it's not like they were saying I'm gonna buy GTA for Johnny or Bobby or something like that. It's just that
Johnny.
it worked with me out here, okay? So they just have the dad most likely bought the game, and said, "Hey, and his son's like, Dad, I see you playing the game, and I want to try it out too." And so what happens is that as a parent, you just talk to your children about the games that they're playing, and not just let them go around, because it's after that they kind of go. They go to the play yard. You know how every time you had Pokemon cards or something like that, and you couldn't connect with your parents, so you went out there, and someone out on the play yard would be like, "Oh yeah, so I know about this thing," or something like that happened on the internet or something like that. They get that kind of information. Yeah, it's because the parents if they were doing more parenting and stuff like that. You can't watch your children all 24/7 and 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
No, it's impossible.
Yeah.
No.
We weren't even watching when we were young. We got away with a lot of stuff. So.
Shit, no, we were sent outside. Like my brother and I, when we were kids, we were sent outside and we played outside, and sometimes we'd be like miles and miles away from home, like on our bikes and stuff, and we wouldn't be like by ourselves. We would have like a few other people with us and whatnot.
Yeah, I remember being told. Kids. Yeah, I remember being told even before the 10 of saying like all right, go out and play, fuck off, do whatever you want, just don't get in trouble and come back home when the lights come on.
Oh yeah, that's a similar thing here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're growing all in that age. But like the parents should I know they can't, so what I'm saying is that in this case, when you give your children a game, I know it's falling on deaf ears nonetheless, because we're not big enough to like make influencer kind of decision. But whoever's listening in this case, just like if you're gonna get your kids the game, or your kids got the game, just play with them on that game so they can, and then explain to them instead of having them go to the schoolyard, being like, "Oh yeah, I played this game and I killed that." He's like, "Oh, that's cool," and then influencing the wrong ideas. It's just that the ideas are out there. Everyone on the news is just harping on whatever it can get them views, as we know,
Yeah.
political views of the news. Twitter does
Yeah.
what Twitter does because they don't have they
Yeah.
don't have the same brain. And
Yeah,
yeah,
no.
GTA is going to be fine. It's just that people will just kind of blow it out because they want something out of it. If they can't play it
Yeah.
themselves, they're just going to be like making it
Yeah.
look bad so they can get some sort of
Oh,
thing out of it.
yeah, and you're right. And I didn't really touch on like why I'm kind of on the fence with GTA. Of course, I already mentioned one thing was because of how big and expensive. So it'll probably blow up my game, my console, anyways.
Yeah.
But another thing too is that apparently, like, none of the original team from that were there from Rockstar worked on this game, from what I've heard. There might have probably been one or two at max, but they didn't stay long. And so we have a whole new team of people, a whole new generation working on this game.
So it's going to be
And
like similar to like Payday 3 and Skullgirls then.
yeah, essentially. So we're literally playing, Russian roulette here.
Yeah.
We're it's like we're not really sure. And there's even was a leak that was quoted that was from the studio that the game will of course be solely fixated around the Latin girl, Latina mama. And at some point she's probably going to rise up against the evil white man or something. I don't know. Which that does not make any fucking sense because and if that was the plan, that might explain why we're have to wait a whole 2 years till 2025 because they've probably been seeing all the backlash and all this crazy shit. If they were smart, but like what me, Kuro, and Overlord were talking about during the Game Awards, is that judging from the trailer, it looks like it's going to be more like a Bonnie and Clyde. The main girl is going to be working with the police to dig out some shit. Kind of like Point Break type situation, like all those movies we've seen.
Yeah.
Former criminal gets recruited by the police, goes in, forms bonds with criminals, becomes part of the family, then kind of backstabs both sides and neither side at the same time.
Yeah, we're gonna see something that we already know, but we already can guess the plot, but still be
Yeah,
interesting. But
but it's still going to be interesting.
I think people are more wait. I think what's gonna happen with GTA is going to be the role play that they're gonna be doing with GTA 6 online whenever that comes out. They're gonna play the game, enjoy the game.
To be honest,
Roll
I just want I just want the Warriors game ported over to PC.
if maybe I don't know, depends. I don't
I
know.
just want to make my character fat like I did in San Andreas.
Yeah.
I either want a new bully game or a new not really manhunt. That the people behind manhunt literally cannot do it anymore because one, legal shit, and two, it actively fucked with them.
I bet it probably did mess with them.
Right.
That's what happens with artists when you get too deep into the sauce, in your own sauce. You can get lost in it.
Mm-hmm.
Lost in the sauce.
Yeah, and another thing too is like the game is reported to, like when it's released, it'll be about around $100 or something dollars.
Oh,
Jesus
definitely.
Christ!
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what is expected to be, but they'll probably change it. But it's.
But yeah, I think I just want the new Warriors. I just want to fucking because I actually heard like a few concepts from Bully 2. It was going to be like set in the summer.
Yeah, that would have been cool. Have another bully game. No. But yeah,
Anywho,
yeah, those just Anywho's, what else we got?
just gonna go down the list of things that happen at the Game Awards. So, I'm looking at a bunch of these things out here. So, Assassin's Creed has a VR game coming out. I don't know if I don't have a VR. I don't have any VR to play with, but I was wondering why that game looked bad, but then I realized it's just VR. It was just VR.
Uh,
We
Yeah, I legit had to tell him, like, dude, this is VR.
I was like, why does it look like this? I'm like, oh, okay. But yeah, I mean, it's not like I'm gonna get Assassin's Creed anyways. I fell out of the game a long time ago. Not gonna
I
get
keep
back in
forgetting.
there.
Yeah, I keep forgetting Mirage is out.
Um,
I know
Windblown.
it's not the game you're talking about, but yeah.
Yeah, Windblown. We said we were probably look more into that game with all the where it's like it looks like a isometric or top down multiplayer game. Looks like three player kind of thing. Uh,
Yeah.
it looks good. We'll keep an eye on that. A bunch of space things came out. God of War, Valhalla. I haven't played
Yeah.
God of War. Don't know if it's a DLC. I get is God of War is on Steam. I don't think God of War is on Steam, right? 'Cause
I thought it was. I could have sworn it was just added on Steam. Not the first one, the second one.
hmm. Yeah, well, I'll check the Steam and see if God of
By
War
the
is there,
way,
so I can get a look at it.
I was talking. I was also talking about like Trine. Another game we could play. A game called Trine. I'll just put it
Trying.
here.
Yeah.
I know Visual Mana might have might I know okay. Secret of Mana usually has a three player. It's usually three players. And if we're getting a sequel, Vision of Mana, I'm gonna guess that might be online. You might have to do online thing because I know that when it comes to Mana, there's like if you get an extra person for controller, they can jump in as a second character. So Vision of Mana might be a three player character if you guys into like an RPG like that. Looks like action RPG.
Yeah.
So somewhere in the future,
Um,
Vision of Mana might be on the list.
apparently, Baldur's Gate 3 also is it has multiplayer. Don't know how
Yeah.
much, but
Oh, it has four. You can play up to four people. So, I mean, that's how much you can have in your party, anyways, prior to multiplayer. But you can hop in now. I don't think you can even have to have the exact file really. It just makes the immersion better.
yeah.
And it's actually pretty fun.
We could just slay orc booty.
What?
Yeah,
It,
if you come across the right characters, yes. If you come across an orc character, which you can easily miss them. Like you could just miss every character, or you can kill every character. And it's like the amount of range that Baldur's Gate, and this is why like I'm so happy that Baldur's Gate 3 won, because one, it literally came from like a little small studio. And then I hate the promotion that they did when
Yeah,
promoting the game at
where
first.
you could fuck a bear or some shit like that.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. No, you can't. I mean you can, but you can't. Is the bear is a druid named Howson. And he's a really cool dude, really awesome dude. But and you can choose to romance them or not, but it's more or less like there is a monogamy element to it. Like you could fuck around the first act, but after the like halfway point to the second, closer to the third act, you need to settle down with one character or you're going to have some problems. So if you have a character that you fancy, then you need to find them from the get-go and because yeah, like Carlac for instance, she's best girl. I'm sorry, she's best girl of the year. Because anyways, that I will always be saying with spoilers, but you can even do a whole like Dark Urge route where you will be like it changes the storyline completely. I mean, the storyline is all over the place anyways, so you really do. It's literally like the purest embodiment of what a D&D game is.
I heard how the storyline goes from another podcast that Mass Effect is like a diamond where there's kind of like for RPG kind of pacing. It's like a diamond.
Yeah.
So you start where it's like you have less choices, then it gets bigger, and then it comes back into like your choices are funneled. Baldur's Gate is like a hourglass where it's like all your choices are huge. You come to the middle where your choices kind of middle out, and it widens out again.
Yeah, that's basically it. Yeah, like it'll narrow down
Yeah.
because it will, get you to focus in on more of the important parts. But for the most part,
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
is
When my shit's all paid off, when like I pay some of my shit off, I'm definitely just going to buy the I'm definitely just gonna say fucking just buy myself Boulder Skate 3 for Christmas.
yeah, it's definitely worth it. I'm honestly bouncing off a friend's account, but yeah, the only thing I would personally like that they had more customizations for the body, but that's just me. But
Speaking of D&D, I still need to work on my character's origin comic.
yeah, and yeah, worth it. And I'm honestly glad that Armor Core 6 won something.
Yeah. And Hi-Fi Rush.
Yeah, I know High Five Rush. Yes, I'm glad they won too. Yeah, it because I know I was just like a lot of the main fans. Even though I haven't touched the game, I watched one of my other buddies play it, and it was just fun. It looked fun, and I even I'm probably gonna get that for Christmas. But you can really feel the love for this. I mean, and that's what I love about from soft games. Like you can really genuinely feel the love from them.
Yeah. From
Um,
Soft.
and so I was just like everybody else that was so mad when they did not even mention Armor Core 6 in any of the categories. So here Armor Core 6 not only get nominated but won the best action game, was it? Not action adventure, it was action game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was so surprised that I honestly about made a mess in my room. Not even gonna lie. So good on them. Good on Hi-Fi Rush for what was it? Sound design.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was well deserved
Yeah,
because that's
like
the whole aesthetic game.
like like the whole thing is rendered on sound design, which is we all agree, which is a very underappreciated thing in gaming.
It is very much underappreciated, and I'm glad that sound design is getting more and more appreciation. Hell, even like I'm starting to see more appreciation for like background art too, just for the landscapes and shit. And I was watching a video that was talking about like background, art and animation. This relates to the topic,
Mhm.
but it's kind of like a okay, my brain is glitching on me, but Miyazaki.
Oh, yes.
He said in an interview that the difference between that he knows from Eastern style storytelling and Western style storytelling is that it's like clapping. Like everyone is so focused on the action and the sound that comes after it, but but their way, or his philosophy personally at least, is the silence between the clap and the sound, and they call it ma. And so it's so yeah, and that counts as sound design. That timing, that perfection right there when there's nothing, and so
I like the comic.
yeah.
That adds an intensity.
Yeah, it adds intensity, but it also adds more weight, like serenity and more elevation to it. And so even when there is sound, it's just the presence alone, just sitting there and just let it sink in. And that's what I appreciate. And Hi-Fi Rush, yes, it's just rock and roll in its purest form. And
Also,
but
keep
they
in
made it
mind,
the lifeblood of the world. And so that is smart as fuck.
also keep in mind, certain games rely on sound design. Like for
Yeah.
example, the Thief series,
Yeah, or the Alien game.
Alien Isolation.
Yeah, where like you literally have to have your mic on, and the alien will hear the xenomorph. And there was another game too. There was like a small horror game.
Do not
Square
scream.
Don't
Enix?
Scream.
Was that it?
Don't
Yeah,
scream.
yeah, where you had to speak into the microphone and guide the girl around.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's not Don't Scream, is it?
I don't think so. But
No.
um, I don't
Okay,
think so, but
back to the roundup because I'm still
Yeah,
just
yeah,
rounding up stuff. Okay, so next Dragon Ball Sparking. That looks good. Everyone was.
I honestly I talked about this during the stream, but I'm just getting tired of the I'm just getting tired of anime games just being either fighting games, arena games, or friggin' Dynasty Warriors games.
I'm tired of being arena games.
yeah. That's what I kind of like about like One Piece Odyssey, because it was like it was a different story, and it was like a traditional JRPG.
I enjoyed One Piece World Seeker a little bit.
Yeah.
The difficulty at times with outright bullshit, but
Which I can go on.
uh but at least it was something different. And honestly, it made sense for a One Piece game to be an adventure.
Yeah. Yeah, it makes sense. And that's what I was about to say. Like I can understand like how like like I guess you could say frustrating it can be trying to for the developers to try and make a whole new story game experience when you're using a a property that has a pretty much a streamlined story. You know, it'd be one thing if it's like our stuff here, like Spider-Man, Superman,
I'm pretty
Wolverine.
sure like they can. I mean, look at the non-canon movies for fuck's sake.
Yeah, that's true. So yeah, so you'll just probably have to rely on
Little to no excuse.
yeah.
All right. Next one is Overdose of Hideo Kojima, the greatest of all time. We don't know what that is. I thought it was gonna be Death Stranding, but apparently it is not Death Stranding, but it is PT. I think that's what Kojima's doing again. So if you have,
Okay, so it's official.
yeah, that's what people. That's what I've been hearing. PT. You know how because
Like
Konami was like, oh,
yeah, and he's also helping out Jordan Peele.
oh no, Jordan
Yeah.
Peele's. Is it no? Jordan Peele's helping
Jordan
him
Peele is
out.
the one helping
Him
him.
out. I mean, and some other directors, yeah, he hasn't
Yeah,
named.
I mean the alcohol's talking today.
I see. Yeah,
Oh, you already okay.
and some other directors that are also helping him. I guess Guillermo del Toro.
Yeah, like at this point, you might as well just make a fucking visual novel a day.
Jordan Peele. Hold on. So is Jordan Peele like Key and Peele?
Yeah,
Yeah, Key and
Yes.
Peele.
Okay, shit. Yeah, I was like, wait a minute. Why does that sound so fucking familiar?
Get Out,
Yeah.
Us, Nope, all those movies that just came out recently. Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
I
And
haven't watched
apparently,
them, but I watched Key and Peele, so I was like, wait a minute. That sounds fucking familiar.
yeah, don't go in if you go into look movies up Bandy, don't expect like Key and Peele because it is he very much goes down the psychological horror route, or more in this case meta horror route, and I think that's what kids are calling it now. But yeah, it's very much like his. How can I put this without sounding disrespectful? Because I'm glad he's branched out, and actually, you know, because they're not bad movies, they're not. But in my honest opinion, and this might even come off kind of, I guess, racist, because you know I'm not a preferred melanin ratio type person. I but yeah, but he comes off very pretentious in a way. Like he goes five head in his movies. Like there's always some sort of deep, which horror movies has always have some sort of deep underlying thing to them. Because horror, like I was talking with Kuro in our gameplay throughout Andy and Lele, um, that horror is kind of like comedy, where comedy is it's like it paints a satirical hilarious version of the world.
Yeah.
Horror does the same way, but but also uglifies it.
It shows it in a different
Mhm.
perspective.
Right, and it's not even just the perspective, but it shows the ugly truth of it, the horrifying truth. Like for instance, with Scream, you know, showed the horrors of not having phone ID. That the access of technology can give way to hidden variables within
Okay,
communities.
yeah, I'm
Yeah,
tracking now. Yeah.
yeah, or like with Friday the 13th, was the mistreatment of others can lead to unfortunate circumstances. Psycho, mental mental problems as
I
well,
want to quote.
and so on and so forth.
I want to quote
Jeffrey Dahmer.
a.
Mhm.
I want to quote.
He was a real person.
What do you call it? A YouTuber named Manly Baz Hero who plays pure horror games on his channel and stuff like that. Shout out to Manly Baz Hero. He was saying that horror is the like the feeling of horror is atmosphere. I'm going to be paraphrasing it, but he was saying that horror is the atmosphere. It's not like about the scary jump at you jump scares and stuff like that.
No,
But it's like the feeling of being in a unknown place, and it's just the atmosphere around the character about around the player, and what makes up horror.
you dive into the realms that they're not familiar with, and it
Yeah.
makes it even more setting that takes place within some that should be familiar, like your home or your community,
Or like
and
Lethal Company.
uh,
Okay.
yeah, or like Lethal Company, yeah. But yes, and so going back to the whole gaming sphere, I am interested. Like, what can Jordan
Excuse me.
Peele do while working with Kojima? But at the same time, though, I'm just wondering, okay, what's he going to say in this film or not film in this game? Like what was the joke Kuro made the other night? Like the white character's gonna get chased down by some black monster or whatever.
Yeah, because I every time I watch, like, I've watched Get Out, but I haven't watched Nope and stuff like that. But you can tell in
Yeah.
in Jordan Peele's movies that this has something to do with black people oriented kind of stuff.
Yeah, there's
So
there's always some sort of social commentary.
Because
yeah,
my mom,
Yeah.
she drinks the woke Kool-Aid. She talks about Get Out is kind of like essentially the film of the fetishization of black people and shit like that.
That's what he was going for. Same with kind of similar with Nope, how minorities and animals have been misused and or exploited for the sake of Hollywood and entertainment. Us was basically the talking about the uh, like
Blackness.
yeah, the blackness. Let's see, yeah, the class division.
Okay.
Yeah, you see the two groups of people, the tethered and their above ground counterparts. Those are above ground. I'm reading like a little quick synopsis thing of it. Get to live free lives and do what they please. They have luxuries, they have homes, and they get to have genuine experiences. While the others, the tethered, they don't. So you could be the same group of people, but have different experiences and how unfair it is.
okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
And that we're literally like our greatest fears as ourselves. So you see what I mean when I say he can be very pretentious in his stuff. Like it's like 5 head shit, but you can still enjoy them.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I live in low income housing. I'm not gonna say it anymore.
But OD, I'm interested because it's Kojima.
Yeah, same. I'm waiting for
Yeah.
Death Stranding, but
That's our Lord and Savior.
Next on the thing is the Suicide Squad killed the Justice League.
This fucking thing is gonna suck dick.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm kind of burnt out on evil-fying superheroes.
Well, looking at Evil Superman right now, I guess.
I'm kind of tired of evil Superman, to tell you the truth. I mean, don't get me wrong, I still like Homelander and I still like Omni-Man, but
I
still
honestly
at the
think
same
that
time.
I honestly don't think Omni-Man is like an evil Superman. It's just like it's just like it's just like the show only guys painting that picture.
Yeah, I mean, all right, yeah. To him, he's doing the right thing. He's essentially like the stands, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
But
he's not really evil Superman.
yeah, he's not, but he'll still be categorized as evil Superman because one, he's killing us, to make way for the Empire. But yes, you're right. But still, I'm just tired of the scenarios. Like, I'm kind of burnt out on the injustice
Also,
scenario.
we already have those kinds of versions in the first place.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. We already have.
Batman. We have Owlman.
Yeah, we have Owlman. We have all the variants of Superman.
We have Ultraman. We have
Ultraman.
We have Superwoman, who is a fucking baddie.
We have what was the Russian version
Red Sun.
of Superman? Red Sun, yeah, there's him.
We have Injustice.
Yeah. Oh, there's the German Superman, I think. The Nazi one.
I don't recall.
What was his name? The Ubermensch?
Never heard of him.
Never heard of him. Oh, it was the theory that I'm thinking of.
Yeah, okay.
But Superman Earth 10, that's who I'm thinking of. The Ubermensch. Yeah, where she's basically, a Nazi. So yeah, I wasn't crazy. Oh, what the fuck?
All right.
Yeah, but I honestly think that if you want like I think like it just sucks so much dick.
And plus Rocksteady, I think from what I've been hearing, they kind of been drinking the Kool-Aid too, just like every other company has been. They probably got threatened with ESG stuff.
You want that money?
Which, yeah, they want that money, and this is why, like, I kind of say we're kind of like in a semi-communist, thing. I know a lot of people think it's like, oh no, that's just full capitalism, but like no, it's more or less just the rich distributing themselves among themselves, and it's a whole theory of mine. I can do a separate thing about, but yeah,
an essay.
Yeah, a whole essay about that, and I'm going to probably get shot in the middle of the night.
Well, I mean, if your channel blows up with it, I think they would have to find a new way to get at you, like freeze your bank account. I don't want to give them ideas. I don't want to give them the ideas they did to people in Canada. Like they literally, when the truckers are going, they went like, we'll freeze your bank account. Oh, you guys are trying to get money from the U.S. We'll just stop that from you getting money. And they did everything. So I don't want to give them ideas.
But yeah, it's like going back to the game. The gameplay looks fun and all, but I'm just, I don't know. It doesn't really.
Don't you want to kill the Justice League?
Yeah, kill the Justice League.
Yeah, don't you want to kill them?
No, I don't want to kill them.
I think it's just like I think like if you want like a version of it that just doesn't suck, because I know it's just going to I just know it's just gonna suck 18 karat dick. It's gonna suck 8 dicks in an obvious dick sucking direction.
Wow, how did you even come up with that? 18 karat.
Wow, that is, we have a poet in our midst,
right? 18 karat dick.
18 karat dick, huh?
Wow.
This just might trump the whole dumpster knife wielding hobos.
Right?
Getting DP'd behind the dumpster by a gaggle and knife wielding hobos.
A gaggle.
Yeah, a gaggle. Oh,
that's
wow.
that's an increase. A gaggle sounds like a lot, like sounds like a flock. Like you say a gaggle of birds.
Like 16?
No, billions, more than that. When you see those birds flying in those formations and they look like a black cloud like that. Yeah, that's what I feel about a gaggle. At least like
it's
over 20.
Just a bunch of homeless dudes that dress up as geeses.
Yeah, and they just have knives in their hands, and there's an infinite amount of dumpsters for them.
They just, man, that'd be funny as shit to see. But yes, anyways.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That would be
like
a
this
sight.
game is gonna suck all of the dicks.
Got you, boss.
All of
Yeah.
them? Every
Yes.
single one.
What?
I
37
had
dicks.
to, I had to swing that in.
Now there's this funny little clip that did like a redubbing of some of the scenes from the first season of Legend of Korra, between argument between Korra and Mako, and he finds out that I think it was taken from some TV show or whatever, but he finds out that she sucks some dude's dick, and she's like, I mean, how else do you think I got into whatever, she didn't really explain. And then he finds out that it's like she sucked 36 dicks. And it's like, wait, does that include me? And then she turns around and was like, 37. I'm 37? And then he goes and tells Bolin about it. It's like 37 dicks. My girlfriend has sucked 37 dicks, and he just responds with, in a row? Perfect right there. In a row?
But yeah, if you want like a generally just better version of it, then I just play Lego DC Super Villains.
Yeah,
Play that. Or what about that one Spider-Man game where you team up with his villains, with this rogues gallery?
Friend or foe?
Spider-Man, friend and foe, yeah. I think that would probably be a good one too.
All right, moving on. What do you call it again? Black Myth Wukong.
Yeah, Black Myth Wukong.
Anyone looking for that game?
Yeah, I'm kind of excited for that one because I love, Wukong's one of my favorite, Eastern heroes. The man can literally body an entire, like he was Kratos before Kratos. Well, I mean, unless you're talking about the real actual god Kratos, the god of power.
Oh,
then that would be
Kratos' actual. Oh, I knew that.
Yeah, there's an actual god named Kratos, and he was the god of power.
Wait, how come you never taught this in school? Wait, for what religion?
Yeah, okay. So you know the story about the Golden Fleece, Jason and the Argonaut?
Yes, not
that
too well, but I know about it.
Okay, so that was basically his ties to the whole labyrinth that was made, to protect the Golden Fleece, was basically his trial to show your worth if you want to get the Golden Fleece. And the Golden Fleece was made by some sheep god. But anyways, that's besides the point. The point is that he is the brother of Hercules, as I get so constantly fucking
Heracles. Much like how people saying they keep on saying Uranus, but it's pronounced Uranus.
Uranus, yes.
Okay.
I don't know. For me, it's potatoes, but regardless, he is the brother. He is also one of the man children. Blah, but yeah, he's a badass in his own right. I don't know if the story of God of War is really one for one with his mythology, but still,
probably not.
Yeah, more likely not. Like, as much as they like to tote that how close and accurate they try to be with the God of War games, there's still a lot of the discrepancies.
They didn't really expect. I'm pretty sure they just okay, we're just gonna have Kratos just kind of be his own thing.
Well, I mean, they when and the thing that I saw them, because this came with the first game too, because there was a whole documentary, like almost like a half an hour long documentary about the making of God of War. Yeah. So you had the original creators in there, and their primary goal was to make a true blue of character action, but Greek tragedy, and they had all these
struck gold with,
huh?
They struck gold with.
Yeah. It's like to me, God of War is like the perfect modern Greek tragedy. Like probably one of the best. And I will fight anyone tooth and nail and to death for anyone that disses on the original trilogy or the original saga. Even
I
the
like
creators.
the Mall's World skit of like the aftermath of it.
Yeah, I like that too. But
Like, shut your bitch ass up, Aries. Shut your bitch ass up.
you're the reason for all this. But
Why
yes,
did you kill his family? Why?
But yeah, like they wanted to make like, the character Kratos to be this in your face like fuck you type of character to relieve your stress and to get your anxiety out, but they also wanted to have this human story behind this angry character. And so it did start off just being mindlessly angry, but it was like, no, that's not right. So they wound up doing a lot of heavy work on his character, and so they really did, so they added this whole tragedy revenge quest, but it was just more like finding inner peace.
And Wukong.
And Wukong, back to Wukong.
Yeah, back to Wukong.
I was wondering why the fuck.
Yeah,
how
like,
did we get on Kratos? But yes, Wukong. For anyone who doesn't know who Wukong is, he's basically where Goku came from.
Yeah,
Wukong was like one of the oldest known heroes in Eastern mythology. The story
also fuck you to the mortal realm.
Well, both to both the mortals and the gods. He would throw hands with anybody. Like really, like everybody knows him from the Journey to the east, or no, to the west. Yeah, Journey to the west,
north and south.
And one of his main triumphs is that he literally fought an army of gods. I'm trying to remember the story, but like he fought like an army of gods in a way, just so he could get to basically would be their version of the tree of life, which was actually 3 trees, not 1 tree. Or someone will probably argue we actually had 2 trees in Judeo-Christian mythology, but that's besides the point. But yeah, he's like one of the coolest heroes. He's laid back and chill, and despite like his demeanor, he's really cunning too. So seeing him actually get his own game. Well, there was another game that came out a couple years ago.
Yeah,
it was more like a kid friendly version, but you'll get the full on brunt of him, and so it is really cool to see that, and plus it is pretty fitting to be done in like a semi Dark Souls like way. But I would probably see it more as like if it was turned into a character action, but that'd probably still be fun because it still looks fast paced, kind of like with Wulong and Sekiro.
Yeah.
Now I'm reminded of the of this one game called Enslaved Odyssey to the West.
Oh yes, I heard about Enslaved.
I remember that one. Yeah.
I never played it. The reason why I just know about it is because Crew Attack put one. They had like a whole top 10 fatties list, and Pixiv from Enslaved Odyssey to the West was there.
Yeah, I seen that one.
Which, by the way, rest in peace, Screw Attack.
Yeah.
Oh, what happened to them?
Like, they're no longer a thing.
Oh shit!
I think they got bought out by Full Screen.
Well, they originally partnered up with Rooster Teeth.
Yeah.
Craig left. Stutter and Craig left.
Yeah.
Who formed Game Attack. That was defunct. And now the current Screw Attack channel has just been rebranded to Death Battle.
Yeah.
That's all with their.
Pretty much. All right.
Damn.
Moving on.
Anyways,
moving on. Blade. We have Blade. I called this one. I was watching the trailer. I'm like, oh, that's
Blade, really?
Yeah, he's back, and there was no gameplay, but it was a cinematic trailer for Blade getting his hair cut. But I called it. I was like, I don't know. This when I saw the blade on the neck, I'm like, oh, this has to be Blade. But we're getting a Blade game. Don't know anything about it. Don't know if it's gonna be character action. Don't know it's gonna be
Yeah, and there's nothing about this. It's kind of like with the Wolverine trailer too. Like you don't know anything about it. You just got that shot of him busting his claws out in a fucked up bar
Yeah.
after he just wrecked having him there.
And isn't that game
Um,
supposed to come? Wasn't that game supposed to come out like a long time ago? Like it was announced
No, no,
when?
it was said that it was another project that Insomniac was working on. But they won't really work on until after they get Spider-Man 2 out. So they're probably just now starting to work on it. Please, for the love of God, make it really good. Like, I'm not saying Spider-Man 2 is a bad game because apparently a lot of people do like it, or a lot of my friends at least. But then there's also a lot of people that don't like it. Because of Mary Jane and the deaf girl and some of the other bullshit within the game that I'm not going to say. But for
I think it's just like a lot of it was just nice fucking model.
Yeah,
and
I think
the
like
writing.
yeah, and it's like from what I've heard, there's still some misses here and there with the writing. But this is not a Spider-Man review. I'm just saying like because I know like going back to the Blade game is that I was honestly surprised because we were supposed to be having a Blade movie out soon.
Yeah.
But they stopped production because they had to go in. And plus, one of the reasons because of the strikes that's been going on.
Strike and like apparently the script was shit.
Yes, exactly. So bad that even the main actor playing this Blade didn't like it. So because it was it was apparently as an MCU fashion where Blade's daughter was going to take the mantle of being the vampire hunter and not
She's
him.
gonna die, and then she's gonna pick up the blade.
Would have I honestly could have digged the idea, like like Blade mentoring his daughter and all that fun stuff. Like it could have done well, but it's like I'm pretty sure like the main content sucked.
Yeah, and that leads me to one bring up that it would probably more like turn out to be a bait and switch type of scenario, which, and you're right, that scenario could work, but then again, we hadn't had a Blade property, a solid Blade property since Wesley Snipes.
Yeah, okay.
Well,
there's
the one other time, the one other time I really saw Blade character was in the Ghost Rider video game, but other than that, he stayed mostly in comic books. And
by the way, I actually did show the because like he was briefly with Miles Morales.
Oh yes.
And he like made him a whole ass new vampire suit, which I actually
liked.
Yeah, I featured that already.
Yes, but for the most part, they have to go in and they're trying to rework the script. And
hopefully they actually have someone who's fucking competent.
I hope so, because
by the way, I just reposted the costume.
Yeah, let me look up who's supposed to be writing. Okay, so we have on 2025. It was supposed to come out, 2025. Now. So the writers are Gene Colan, Michael Green, and Stacy O.C. Kufer.
Michael Green sounds familiar for some reason. Maybe it's just a common name.
Yeah. Oh, Gene was the one who worked on the original Blade films, but he also did work on The Falcon and Winter Soldier. Michael Green. Oh, run tab. Michael Green. He has worked he's worked on Logan, Blade Runner 2049, and he also worked on Heroes, but he also worked on Green Lantern.
Okay, that might be where.
Okay, so so like he has a few good hits.
Now this is the one that worries me. Stacy, she worked on the Watchmen TV show, the morning show.
Sweet
oh dear.
She worked on the TV series Bear and Pen 15, but I haven't seen neither one of those.
Oh dear. No.
Yeah, so she really doesn't have that much under her belt, but these other two dudes, They have like a pretty good. Oh, the green dude.
As
He worked
long
on
as as
Smallville.
long as they are, yeah, as long as those two are the head honchos,
Yeah, like
then I feel like it's in good hands. If not, then we're fucked.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
because
feel like
I
this
can't
must be
imagine Pen
original, right?
15 was great because I remember watching Sex Education and that was one episode and done. I was not going through the rest of that.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I expand the list even more. The director is supposed to be Jan Demange. What's he? 71, Top Boy, Lovecraft Country, Dead Set. They seem pretty cool. But yeah, for the character writing, it'll be Gene Colan and Michael. Written by Stacy O.C. Cooper and Nick Pizzolato. Then script is going to be done by Michael Sturberry, and Marv Wolfman will also add on to the characters.
Don't know who to.
I don't know who Marv is.
I don't know who the fuck any of these people are.
Never heard of
I
them.
don't.
I don't either.
There's definitely a number I don't know.
Yeah, and
I-
Marv doesn't have much under his belt, but they all look like indie black focus type stories. So there's
God,
that.
fuck.
It might work.
Well,
It's
it might
Blade,
work,
because it's
but
It depends on how they focused on it.
how they focus
Is-
on. We
that
might.
is-
It
I
honestly went from. I feel like this could work as long as certain people are the head honchos to. Fuck, this is probably gonna be like under 40%.
yeah, but as long as they redo the script, if what the leak said is true, or the reports said are true, then I hope they do, fix the script and make it a Blade focused story. Like I don't really want an origin story, but I just want a good solid Blade story.
Yeah, it has to be
Because we
cutting
have
edge.
because if it wasn't for Wesley Snipes' Blade, we wouldn't even have an MCU. Really.
Yeah, that's what I heard. That's what I heard. It's like because of
Yeah.
Yeah, and
three
keep in
three
mind,
people. It was three
Yeah.
movies that led up to the MCU. Blade, something before that, and something after that.
The one before that was Red Sonja.
I'm thinking like Ang Lee's Hulk.
That was my guess. I was going to say the Hulk was.
That was pre
Okay,
MCU.
you said before Blade and Red Sonja came.
Oh no, I meant like around before. I meant before the MCU.
Okay, yeah.
The movies that led
so,
up to that. Blade is one.
Blade, X-Men, Spider-Man,
Oh, yes,
Ram
X-Men.
and Hulk. And then what really kicked it off was Iron Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Robert Downey Jr. was a massive fan of the Iron Man.
Yeah. He was very much.
All right. Next one.
Really turned his life around too. Believe it or not.
Yeah, sorry to.
Because the dude was a child actor, and being a child, which is self-explanatory.
Yeah. All right, Kuro, what's next?
Next one. Sorry, guys. We need to keep this train going.
Yeah.
You're good.
First Descendant, the one with like was like that booty. So that.
Yeah, I played the beta on that.
Oh, you're just a beta for the game?
Yeah, I played the. Yeah, there was, and it only lasted a week, but it was really fun. Like it was really fun. It played like Warframe in a way.
Oh, that sounds very promising because I actually did love Warframe a lot.
Yeah, it's very much like
Shout out to Warframe.
Yeah, you gotta keep moving because especially a lot of the characters that were showcased in the game, like y'all probably seen the bunny girl. Let me pull her up. Where her whole thing is movement, that she has to stay moving to use her powers. But there's also, you have stationary characters, you have tank characters. Then the bubble girl, she does like traps and layouts. but the character models are nice, even for a beta. It was nice, and I really have really good hopes for this game, more or less because it sets up a pretty interesting world, and that the developers actually were on top of things. They were very interactive with the community, and like the second, like within 24 hours of any notes they get from the players, they were right on top of that. You have frame rate issues, they fixed that within hours. They needed to fix certain animations, they fixed that.
Nice.
So
yeah. Another game that we could potentially play for MSG I was thinking of is a game called Phantasy Star Online.
Oh, my cousin plays that.
Fucking two, not fucking
Yeah.
two, but the OG Phantasy Star.
Listen, the only thing I done in Phantasy Star was make a waifu, and then I stopped playing. So I have touched it, but I haven't played it. Like I said, my cousin had.
Don't know, Star Online, like the OG Phantasy Star Online, has a private server, and I think I could play that.
Yeah, most of the online games, because I really don't have all that time for online. I try to make some time for online. I'm getting good at it, but what happens is if I've touched an online anime game, is my cousins have introduced it to me, but I never really got to stay on it. I don't have the time for like a lifetime. I have to get on there, grind, and build up all that stuff and come off or make it for events. Those kind of things.
Trust, dude.
I used to play Maple Story until I couldn't play it.
You will not believe. Dude, I'm gonna tell you up front. It's not really that hard.
We'll see.
To get into that kind of routine.
We'll see, because I have played Maple Story, dude, and I've like.
That's what happened with fucking Nikkei.
We'll see what happens in the future. I'm saying it now, just putting it out there. But anyways,
yeah, we'll just have to wait and see what comes out before we officially decide
what to dump money into.
And plus, probably see which is going to be more preferred to, for audiences.
Yeah.
Because I mean, the only reason why we even wound up doing the Lethal Company was because it's a hot new game right now,
and it was cheap for me.
Yeah, and it was cheap, cheap. That was just a fucking miracle.
Yeah, I would have not got that game.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, same too. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure like the OG Phantasy Star Online game is free, so you just gotta do a few things.
Yeah.
Well, I have to
look into that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
it's through private servers though, so.
Oh yeah, instead of going to public servers, that'd probably be the best thing.
Yeah, because because it's
especially
because PSO is an old ass game.
Yeah.
I'm looking at these pictures right now.
Online servers are probably not as hot as they used to be.
Oh, sorry. By the way, Dogboy, this is a Korean game, right? The
Yeah. You can tell it's a Korean game because just pretty characters.
Yeah. They look like a black desert.
Like, good God, thank God for the Koreans because they love to make pretty characters.
I mean, look at Nikkei, for crying out loud.
Wait, you saying Koreans?
Yeah.
Yeah, they fucking are masters at modeling beautiful characters.
I feel like
look at fucking Nikkei, for crying out loud. That game is made in Korea.
Was it now? Okay, I did not know that.
Let me actually look just to see, make sure I'm not looking like an asshole in
because I was expecting it to be like Japanese because Japan really does love not just anime, but they do love mobile games. That's their biggest market, which is surprising.
Dude, also keep in mind Korean games is also keep in mind like Korean games also kind of has like a whole mobile market as well.
Yeah, I forget because they are kind of similar to Japan in a way. As much as they hate each other's guts, they're very much
as much as they start beefing with each other.
Yeah, Yakuza.
The only thing I probably will say from what I've heard is that the Koreans are kind of more I don't know, from what I've heard, they're more like the Seoul area, metropolitan areas, that they're more about beauty. And
But
Japan's
yeah,
just
the
more about
developers
family.
of Nikkei, they are Korean.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Yeah,
Moving
But
to
anyways,
the
next.
next one here, we have the metaphor. Also the was a Persona game. Well, it was Persona Artist, I should say. The game by the Persona Artist, which looks really good. I never played a Persona game. You know,
I have.
so, but it looks like Persona. Well, it looks like it has a protagonist from one of the Persona games. So maybe it's a spin-off. Maybe it's whatever it is. Because I never played a Persona, so I can't say much. But it does look like a Persona. So if you're that kind of enjoyer, you know what? I have to still get into like 5 or 3 or something like that. I never played any of them, so I don't
Me
know.
either.
It might be good. There's stands
Yeah.
in it, and I like JoJo, so that's interesting.
Huh?
Uh, moving on to the next thing is what was it called? Last Sentinel. That's looks like oh yeah, we got a trailer for that. It's cinematic trailer for it. It's a bunch of kids, orphan kids, was surrounded by robots, and the girl that comes out on a motorcycle and stuff like that, and just like,
Yeah.
hi everyone, I'm on a motorcycle. And then she just like deals with robot relationships or with humans. So we're getting some kind of a cyberpunk Matrix, something like that.
Mashup.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no gameplay though. Just a movie,
I was
just a
I was
trailer.
thinking kind of more along like Terminator in a way.
I was gonna crack a joke. Look at my bike. My bike is amazing. Give it a lick.
Yeah, it's
Tastes
just
like
like
nitrile.
But yeah, that wasn't that was made by the Tencent's attached to it. Oh crap.
on
Anyways,
what?
was the one with the girl? No, I'm thinking of something. That the best girl when she was on stage.
Oh, that's
Over
Kimori with
Yeah, Kimori.
yeah, that's Kimori.
Was
Uh,
was it this one? The games her team was working.
no, it's
Thinking of
not this
something else.
one.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's not this one. I heard this is some samurai yokai thing. This is just robots and
Yes, of course.
Asians,
Yes.
maybe Chinese robots. Yeah, and the
Fuck.
cyberpunk. So like, a lot of sex dolls. With want to be human kind of thing. Because in market.
I smell fallout. I'm just kidding.
Well, don't fall in to their trap.
Synthetics wanted to be human.
Yeah. So whatever this game is going to be, it's probably going to be a cyberpunk thing. But as I heard some YouTubers say, is that every game might just be Baldur's Gate, because now that Baldur's Gate won, now every game's going to be just like Baldur's Gate.
It's like
That's
Fortnite, like Battle Royale.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a death sentence.
LG.
Like, I'm
Battle
sorry.
Royale? What? We need to do Battle Royales?
Right?
Apex?
I was going to say
Fuck
this.
Titanfall, guys. Fuck
No,
Titanfall 3. Let's
no.
do Battle Royales. Apex Legends.
No. If any company tries to do what Baldur's Gate did, they will die because the company Larian almost shut down multiple times trying to work on this one game alone, and it was a pretty heinous situation apparently according to the team. And so if like even if Ubisoft tried to do this type of shit, they would shut down because they cannot afford to do all what they did, and they would fail horrendously.
I was
They
going to
probably
say
get
like
chewed out by the public as well. Very fucking
I was going
hard.
to say
Mhm.
this. They're probably just going to hop on the Elden Ring wave, the most likely.
Probably, which is going to be kind of fun because the developers from Ubisoft were the number one shit talkers on Elden Ring. So that'll be
So they're like,
ironic.
they talk a lot of shit. It's like, all right, we talked a lot of shit on this. Maybe we can use it actually.
Yeah,
But
yeah, like people are more likely going to hop on the Elden Ring wave.
the blood the
Harden.
Soulsborne style, which there's been plenty.
I mean,
Really?
to be specific, I'm talking more about like in terms of like design and
Those
like
it's still referred to as Soulsborne. I mean, mostly because what because it's one made by the same company from Soft, but it also because there's a whole. It's ridiculous how many games are considered Soulsborne.
Yeah.
Mostly because it's like certain how the mechanics are. Well, not just mechanics
It's mostly about
verbatim,
its mechanics
but
and how difficult it is.
how difficult. Yes, and so it is. But yes, but Elden Ring is more like the like a experimental step
Mhm.
for the Souls games. You know, being more open world. And I think that's what they really were trying to do with Elden Ring because somebody pointed out that Melania that she seemed more like a Sekiro boss than really a Soulsborne boss.
I totally skipped I totally skipped Sekiro and went straight into Elden Ring. So
I didn't play much of Sekiro, but I knew what they were talking because how her playstyle is. But yeah, so really, because I wouldn't recommend anyone really trying to mimic Elden Ring. I mean, you can if you want to, but really, you still be under the Soulsborne category for one, and two, you'll also probably get branched in with Breath of the Wild because
yeah,
yeah, it's uh. And by the way, open world is not a feature; it's literally a genre.
I guess so.
Had to throw that out. Had to throw that out there because you're dumbasses.
All right,
But anyways,
next one. Warhammer 40K
for the Emperor,
for the Emperor. So that's
for the
coming out.
I like BattleTech more.
I want killed furries.
Yeah.
As a space marine,
As a space marine.
I don't want to kill furries. I like you
Brother.
guys.
Yeah, he's like, how they're all humping him, and he's just like, he pulled a grenade. He's like, I'm going out like this. Yeah. If you guys don't know, you guys gotta watch Flash Skits. They have they have it. I think they're having a full series coming out in January with with their own
with their own, yeah.
This is it's not gonna be Warhammer, but it's gonna be Warhammer versus the furries.
It's not. It's this great value.
Yeah.
Like I
I'm
said,
sorry.
I'm honestly more of I would try to get more of a BattleTech type of thing.
Yeah. Now, what they need to, what Flash Gets needs to do is, reach out to Henry Cavill because I'm sure he watches them. There ain't no way
Oh yeah, definitely.
he watch them. So they need to reach out to him and get him to voice some of their shit. I'm sure he'll do it for free too, because he seems like the type of guy.
Oh yeah. Oh no,
Yeah,
they'll slip him something,
I mean,
but you know.
But yes, I'm excited for Warhammer.
Keep in mind, this man also plays fucking World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
Wow.
He,
Never played it actually.
oh, it's something.
But
I haven't played in years, honestly. It's not that I didn't like it. It's like everything else, really, honestly. I started playing, having fun, but then I got distracted by work, school, or whatever.
It just didn't seem interesting to me personally.
I know
It didn't seem like my niche.
I know the lore is pretty cool though. But yeah. All right, what's next?
What's next is here comes Daredevil. So Guilty Gear. This is actually the last one on my list of things. So Guilty Gear is drops a new character. Well, it's not a new character. It's the same old character from before. Elphi.
Yeah, she's out, and she's out now.
Yeah, Elphi Valentine. I can't play Guilty Gear, even though I love the game. I just can't. Yeah. It's because I can't do supers proper. I can't quarter circle properly.
Girl, I'm gonna get stoned to death for saying this, but Guilty Gear Strive, which I think actual Guilty Gear fans will agree with me, Guilty Gear Strive was dumbed down for newbies. Like it is not that hard to play Guilty Gear.
Okay, well maybe I can get into it.
Like, okay, literally, I got a chance to play Elfelt last night, and I shit you not, she is stupid. Like all you like, if you really want to cheese somebody, like she is perfect for cheesing somebody. Like I can already hear so many people rage quitting because of her. Like there's literally one like a set of moves you do. All you gotta do is just wind, pull a Budokai basically. It just swing, just rotate the analog stick and mash. What was it, circle, triangle? Yeah, you mash one of the buttons, and she literally just does flips with her gun, and it's just nonstop.
I thought it was because like her she probably was like
you could probably have like a character for that. Like just like have a whole character for that, so that way like people can properly learn, because some people are like ego raptor and can't be fucked to go to the tutorials.
You gotta go to the lab. You can't skip the lab on the fighting game. You gotta go there to understand.
That fucking irritates me when people do that. They don't go to the tutorials, but then will bitch and complain to the high heavens. And saying like, I don't fucking understand. Go to the fucking tutorial, you dumbass.
Go to the lab. Go practice.
I mean, go to the fucking lab, you dipshit eating motherfucker.
No, the game's too hard.
Sorry, dude, something personal just came out.
I mean, like that's you could tell Ego Raptor that.
Oh, I will. I'll tell him like, with all due respect, like I love your shit and everything, bro, but you're a fucking dumbass. Go to the fucking lab, learn your shit, and
I mean, like he doesn't even play the tutorial for like I don't think for any game.
Oh,
well, he needs to.
Then
if he doesn't, he needs to shut the fuck up.
Is he doing a let's play?
Which is rather ironic.
Is he
he's popular for the whole sequelitis for Mega Man, and like how to teach people how to play their game.
Yeah.
But okay, but is he doing a let's play? Like, is he streaming and he's
Game
like,
Grump.
Yeah, he does let's plays, and it's kind of like his shtick. Like he goes in completely blind, and then he bitches and rage quits, while Dan somehow like just shimmies his way through.
Okay, so okay, yeah, just because some personalities out there, I know a bunch of gamer personalities out there. I just kind of want to just absorb they're just there because they want to they just want to get a paycheck view and just like, oh yeah, I play the game. They don't have good opinions on it, so like they can really make and break the game just because they didn't put in the work that regular players who are lovers of the franchise would have done. But they're just there to be like, oh, I played the game. People saw me. Move on.
Yeah, and somebody told me that a lot of times people prefer to watch people who are shitty at video games than who are really good, because one, it makes them feel better, and two, it's just funnier.
Yeah, it is funny.
Many people get pissed off, and
yeah,
I think that's
God damn it, I can't do this. It throws the controller right in the fucking room.
I think that's whenever I try to review a game, that's what I try my best to avoid doing.
Rage quitting.
It's like I show I can play the game competently, and if it feels like there's like some bullshit aspect, sometimes I feel like it's not really me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you.
Mm-hmm. See,
it's like whenever,
whenever I'm streaming a game like from an indie developer, an RPG maker game, some people are just like they want to criticize everything that goes into the game. I kind of go on the art. I'm like, okay, I'm an artist. I know you're trying your best. I'm looking at your stuff. I'm not gonna quit. But unless I hit a bug, I'll quit. But I want to see your game. I want to see your game through because I want to get involved with your world, with everything that you have, just like the comics and stuff like that. I want to get involved with everything. And even if there's a bug, I try to make it more, more fun. It's like, okay, we didn't make it there, as I'm not gonna throw it away. You just do it again, and then send it back to me, and then what happens is we'll make it fun, you know?
Yeah.
I think like the only lewd game I actively rage quitted was a game called Eld, and it was due to its fucking level design
Oh,
and
is that the
enemy
one where you had to
placement.
jump?
What?
Is that the one where you had to jump and collect the flowers?
No, it's the top-down Zelda-like.
Oh, okay, that one. Okay. I remember
Like the
seeing a video.
one where like it shows me after my second rage quit saying like this game cannot hurt you anymore.
Yeah, okay, I remember that one.
Some of those levels are bullshit.
Yeah. I don't know if I actually have ever shown me rage quitting in a game. I definitely shown myself freaking out. But I'm still trying. I'm still learning, experimenting with my streaming play style. Because I know, like, if I were to do like my normal playthrough, and this is why like I prefer to have when I do playthroughs I have with people, because when I start gaming, like it was just by myself, I get so zoned in that I forget the world.
Yeah, that's why I partially stream, because I get zoned in as well.
Yeah.
I
So
should.
I can't really, be entertaining the crowd.
Some people, they go no mics, so what happens is like it's for people to watch. I mean, it's like you don't have to be the entertainer. There's so many streamers out there. I think the ones that really do well, probably from my perspective, what I've seen is the ones that entertain the crowd. But I'm pretty sure there's like other ones that just don't do anything and people watch them. But I never heard of them, so that's the problem. I think.
Yeah, I never heard that before.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, like I get zoned in on the game, so it's just like I can't really entertain the crowd.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can a little, but the thing I usually do is like depending on the game, obviously. So if there's any kind of cutscenes and whatnot, I will mute my mic and then until the cutscene is done, then I'll actually start talking again. That way,
By
they
the
can
way,
still dive into
link-
what the actual lore is. And then when it's all back to the grind and action, then we could start talking again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I linked my review of Eld Arrow Z. No, it was Arrow ZD. Aerozeld. Yeah, Aerozeld.
Oh yeah, this one. Yeah.
Wow,
Plus that gift that I sent in the thing, that is totally me right there. I am just kidding.
This is
That
just
is not
destroying
me.
your whole room.
Yeah, just destroying my entire PC monitor, and then I don't know what the hell he just destroyed right next to it.
Okay, if someone was to do that, you better have a lot of money just to get that back, right?
Yeah.
No, I would never do this.
Like you have to think about like
If
people
I-
who do that. Like they probably have a lot of money, right? Just to smash one computer, buy
I
a new
don't
one.
think so. No, I don't think they have a lot of
Dude,
money because they're constantly
Gamer
destroying shit
I
like
honestly-
this.
I think
It was-
Gamer Rage is just worse than Road Rage.
Fuck!
Yeah,
God
I hate.
damn
I
it.
hate
Throws
Gamer
the
Rage.
headset across the room and shit too.
Which
No,
I
you
do.
just gotta
I,
destroy everything. Destroy your PC and everything. Throw it out the window. Destroy everything. That is your true gamer rage.
I haven't had.
You're
like,
not a gamer
genuine-
rage until you do that.
I haven't
You're
had
not
a
different.
genuine gamer rage since I was a teenager, and that was when I threw my controller across the room.
I've never done
will-
that.
I
I've
will-
always punched my mattress if I ever got that mad.
I did that
Because-
too. I punched my
Because I knew
mattress.
that wasn't going to get destroyed if I punched it.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, this could take a beating.
But yeah, I
It'd just be a couple punches.
I know.
that's
I know.
it.
I had like semi, gamer-ish rages, but that's just because my computer be fucking up in the middle of work or something. Especially if it closes my fucking program in the middle of my work and does not save my 4 hours worth of shit.
You should have saved
Dude,
every
yeah.
minute.
I have
I'd
to
be-
start from fucking scratch. That
I'd be
pisses me
mad.
off.
I'd be mad
Yes,
too.
I was so close because I was working on our project that there was a deadline for, and I was so close to being done. Then it crashes. I had to start from
Oh.
scratch. Thank God my boss gave me an extra, couple days to to work on it. But I was so close to just throwing my whole ass computer out the fucking window.
Yeah, you need some autosave.
Dude,
I also.
I'm gonna tell you up front. I used to work in Hit Film Express for editing my videos.
Mm-hmm.
That thing either freezes or fucking crashes every 2 minutes.
You know, a little side thing, and this might also make a lot of PC bros mad at me. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love I still consider myself part of the PC master race because as much love and attention I put in my fucking PC, my little piece of shit little war machine. No offense, I love you. I literally pat my computer right now. But yeah,
I got to do that to mine now too. Actually, thanks.
it's like a fucking car in of itself. Like if one thing goes wrong, the whole thing does not work. It's so
Yeah.
weird.
Mhm.
I watched CS Ghost animations about it. He said like essentially that's how you're supposed to maintain it. Maintain it like you would a car.
Yeah.
Yeah, I care about my PC. I've had this bad Larry for 4 years. I'm honestly kind of sad when I actually get this PC rig paid off because I've had this bad Larry for 4 years and I don't want to depart with
Yeah,
her.
It's 4 years with my PC.
I think the last time I upgraded my PC was its RAM.
Everything on my PC other than the 4 terabyte hard drive that I put in it is all factory. I haven't done anything to it for 4 years.
Yeah, I've done a lot of upgrades to my PC. I have actually. Where is that? Well, anyways, I have this new thing for it, and it's not. Yeah, it's a chip. Well, the fucking chip in it. And it's not compatible with my motherboard, so I'm trying to save up to get a new motherboard.
Is it not the right socket or?
Yeah, it's not the right socket.
Right. Okay. Yeah. That's
Like the last major thing I did. I think I have like freaking. Let me check my task manager. Let me check my my specs real fast.
On my PC, yeah,
Yeah, while he's doing that, yeah. So what I did, since I got my PC, my old PC, I had to put more RAM into it. I had to change something. I had to change my exhaust fan because it started to click, and it was like kick, 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 and then I tried to fix it up, and I tried to get a new one, and it was like, yeah, this 8-year-old computer is time to go. It could play games, but I had like a TI 30 something in my computer, like 3010 or something like that, and I paid like 200 just to find out my computer was like ready to go.
Yeah, I'm probably just gonna say fuck it and just build a new rig entirely.
I want to transfer some of the stuff from my old this 4-year-old rig over to the new one. Honestly, I'm debating about it.
I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. I'm just gonna have to just say fuck it and just buy a new rig. I mean, make a new rig. Because
my grandma literally asked me the other day. It's like, why couldn't you just buy another like pre-built PC? And I told her, and I explained to her, well, one, pre-builts aren't really as good as they seem, and plus, regardless, even then, you still have to do maintenance on them. They're literally like I mentioned, cars.
Yeah.
So it's honestly cheaper just build your own PC, and then you build up from there once you get the funding and so forth.
Yeah, for the PC, the PC that I've been running for the 4 years, I spent about $500 on it, and it has integrated graphics. It's a Ryzen 34G with Radeon Vega, and I updated the software for the graphics on it too, and it has 12 gigs of RAM, and it has 256 gigabyte solid state drive storage.
I have over fucking 32 gigs of RAM, a Ryzen 5 516 500 series.
Oh yeah, shit, mine's a 5.2. I forgot that part, I think.
I had my motherboard's a fucking Prime B Asus Pi 5 Asus Prime B 550MA Wi-Fi motherboard, and my hard drives are literally one's a 2 terabyte hard drive, and the other one is an old 1 terabyte hard drive that I got from my old pre-build.
Cool. So Kuro, do
Yeah.
we have anything else? Because I'm looking at the box.
Yeah, I know. I was like,
Yeah, I still have yet to get to the other fucking topics.
I
such
know.
As, like,
I know. We were like, I was looking at the clock and I'm like, okay, well, we were going a little extra.
you were taking way too many fucking notes on that shit.
Yeah, I know. That was my bad.
Yeah.
I mean, we could always go for another day after this or something like that.
Do a part
But
3.
you know what? Fuck it. We ball. Like, let's make this an extended cut.
All right, we'll make an extended cut. Because we're gonna be off for a big while. You guys,
Yeah. All right.
I'm sorry, dog boy. I mean, if you gotta jump out, you gotta jump out. No problem. If anyone's gotta leave,
I'll let you guys know. I'll if we push it to 3:00, yeah, I'll definitely out round 3.
I'm fucking tipsy.
yeah.
All right. So hey, audience, guess what? Merry Christmas! You get an extra dosage of us.
Right?
Yay!
You never get that before. All right.
Happy holidays,
and me
everybody.
getting you get a full glass of a tipsy Overlord and an overzealous Kuro and Dogboy.
And
Bandi.
a somewhat, actually, no, I am kind of drunk myself. I don't know if you noticed, but I am a little drunk.
Merry Christmas.
Dude,
Merry
I have been
Christmas.
drinking a fucking.
Modelo's.
I have been drinking a tall can of Simply Spiked.
I've had 3 Stella Artois and a 12-pack of Modelo's is in the fridge, and I had a Chelada. So yeah, I'm in strong.
I mean,
Dude,
I didn't really drink much earlier
maybe
tonight.
it's the fact that I'm a
Okay.
lightweight, but I'm fucking. Damn.
All right.
I
Okay.
kind of noticed, but all right, Kuro, what's next?
No. Okay.
Yeah, let's keep
who
going.
has the next one? Because I got more, but move on to the next person because we're gonna try to squeeze this
Yeah,
in before
exactly.
3 hours. Go next person.
Dogboy, Bandi, you got something juicy for us?
Well, I was gonna say the fact that 2024 is around the corner, and every single time with the political shit, and I know you guys probably don't want to hear it, but
I do.
so I was looking on Twitter, and one thing that kind of came up was Nancy Pelosi and Taylor Swift were threatening that they were going to leave the United States if Donald Trump got reelected next year.
They always do this shit.
Yes,
Yeah,
I know, and
retarded.
yes, no, this is the reason why I'm gonna say this. Is like, if you guys are so fucking salty about having him fucking reelected, just fucking leave. We don't care. We don't care. Stop telling us what you feel about on this certain thing, just because you feel like it doesn't. I don't know. It's so fucking woke. It's so fucking stupid. There's no fucking good reason. It's like, you look at the person that we had previously, and you think somehow this fucker is way better than that guy, and then if we decide to elect this guy, you're gonna leave the country, or you're just gonna do something so fucking radical because everybody wants this person, but you don't like it, and you got to be a bitchin' baby about it.
I'm okay, Dogboy.
Honestly, the only things that I had that I wanted to talk about was the Spider-Man copyright thing and the GTA thing. But let's see what's trending.
Oh yeah.
Twitter.
Speaking of trending topics,
It's a nice man.
Twitch has become essentially softcore chaturbate.
Softcore chatter.
Every time I open,
yeah, I remember chatter. Yeah, no, I've seen some streams on that, and it's funny how you brought that up because I did actually report one not too long ago. Yeah, not saying who. Shout out. Not saying the name.
Honestly, I'm not even
But
that surprised at Twitch because most of their I'm assuming that most of Twitch Twitch's mods are a bunch of coomers.
I was gonna say, oh, I gotta find something to crank off to today. Oh, there we go. All right, we'll keep this alive for like maybe 4 more
So it's
hours.
like, I want to.
We'll save the VODs for
I need
later.
to beat off real fast, but I don't want to get fired from my job at Twitch. Let's let's rub one off to a titty streamer real fast. Because that's what it is. Like Twitch staff, I swear to God, Twitch staff are a bunch of coomers. They probably have lotion and fucking tissue paper in there.
What kind of lotion though?
Jergens.
CeraVe.
Gurgens? Yeah. Wait.
No,
Jergens?
CeraVe.
Gurgens. Therapy. Never heard of therapy.
Never heard
But
of
I've
it.
heard of Gurgens.
Dude, I have been assaulted with those ads.
Apparently trending is Muda. Mudahar?
What fucking L take?
Bless you.
Thank
I'm
you.
trying to look more into this, but there's something about like some sort of accusations and some shit with Muda.
What happened?
Oh boy.
Did someone try to accuse him of doing non-consensual things to a child or a woman?
Let me look a little bit into this.
Or falsely accusing someone of pushing them into committing Minecraft?
Probably. Muda trending update on Muda's completionist. Muda suit of protections.
By the way, I sent a picture of the CeraVe.
Yeah, I see it now. Shit, what was I gonna say on this? They probably used puff tissues with like menthol feeling.
Yeah, probably.
Oh shit! I used the wrong ones.
Yeah, or they use gold palm lotion.
Go on.
Bleach is
Icy
still
hot.
continue. I think it's still continuing. Core 3 is starting, I guess.
I have
Core
Bleach.
3.
For Bleach. That's because it's trending. Overwatch is trending.
I don't care for Overwatch.
So yeah,
care for
Rip,
it.
rest in
has
peace.
con-
Oh, sorry, rest in
has
peace,
gotten back
Overwatch.
to softcore camming.
Yeah, continue on with that. I'm still looking about this
Fuck
whole
you,
Muda
Blizzard.
R thing.
Like, just at this point, just go to fucking chaturbate, bitch.
Undertale.
Go to Highly. Go to fucking
Vibe
what is
Jazz,
it?
Or hell,
man.
just filter it out. Like, at least pretend. Open up an OnlyFans, bitch.
Oh yeah, OnlyFans too. Yeah, go
Twitch
go to
stopped
those.
doing that shit.
Yeah, every time I open up my Twitch, I'm hit with this, I'm like, why is this always on my screen? It's just
yeah.
thoughts and
At this point, I think most people are either they're either coomers who can't rub one off while they're at work, or teenagers that unfortunately porn is blocked.
so they have to settle
Because
down.
I like legit, like that's the only two possible reasons why these are they're there. Is either to the coomers who can't rub one off to proper porn while they're doing their occupation, or B, it's the teenagers who can't, watch proper porn because it's blocked.
I don't even know. All I know is it's annoying to see something like Darth Vader cosplay, but it's like someone in a gimp suit. I'm like, that's not Darth Vader cosplay.
It's not Darth Vader cosplay, bitch.
But
Where the fuck are the
It's
dials?
all.
But-
honestly, at the end of the day, it's all a fucking money grab. That's
Yeah, it's-
that's
yeah,
what
it's
they're
all
doing.
money.
They're like, what can I do
Tw-
that I can make a fuck ton of money and take little to no effort to do?
And also, like, Twitch
Oh,
is like,
so I gotta show my tits, show my vagina on a stream where it's
like, dude, bitch, just go to
sexy
chaturbate.
costume while wearing maybe a Darth Vader helmet.
Well, the thing about it is like
It's just
Twitch
what
is
a
also
Or
chaturbate
takes
Boba
some
is.
money too, so
Boba
that's
Fett.
why they kind of allow it because they know that they can get paid through it. So if they, as I saw a comment on, I think it was on the Verge or something like
Sex
that.
sells.
Someone
You were
say
saying this.
someone saying that this was Jeff Bezos's underground sex dungeon, the underground sex something. He's peddling through Twitch. Someone said that in a comment. I'm like, oh, that's pretty accurate.
Maybe he took the divorce not well because you guys don't know. Jeff Bezos once had a wife,
Oh yeah.
and she
Oh.
divorced him.
What did I miss? Like you guys cut out my end. I think my internet was doing something.
We were still talking about
Twitch thoughts.
Yeah.
Twitch thoughts. Okay, I'm still looking into the whole what's going on here.
What
Twitch
another thing I
streamers.
kind of wanted to briefly touch on was the whole Panera Bread lemonade situation and how people are dying because the amount of caffeine that's in the lemonade.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
What? Oh shit.
Yeah, I heard about the
What?
Panera Bread lemonade.
Okay, so essentially, the lemonade that that Panera Bread serves has more caffeine in it than 4 cups of their coffee.
Why
It's
the
the equivalent of
fuck
4
does
cups
it
of their
have?
coffee.
Why the fuck does lemonade have fucking caffeine in it? Wait, hold on. Why am I asking this question? Why is it even a thing?
I don't know. I think it's for flavor. I think it's just like for the people who just don't like coffee but still want to get their fix of caffeine.
So an energy drink won't do it.
It's that or it
Oh, charged lemonade. Okay, so they do specify. It
exactly.
is charged lemonade.
Essentially, so it's for the people who don't like coffee but know damn well to steer clear from energy drink.
Yeah, somehow charged lemonade was definitely a solution.
If you're wondering,
Buddy, I would say just get a green tea or black tea if you want to avoid coffee.
it's more for the people who just want like a good caffeine fix. And tea is not enough. Let's be honest,
Black
our tea
tea
is
has
expensive.
about 50 to 100. It's almost similar to a fucking cup of coffee.
But it just does it's not really like the same, like kind of timing. Much like how people view coffee as kind of like a morning drink.
Yeah.
So it's like coffee's like a morning drink and tea's like a good like evening/night drink.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. All right. Yeah, no, I see what you're talking about. Because, yeah, tea usually more
Oh, okay. So
herbal.
that's what's going on.
Found any information yet?
Okay, yeah. So the whole situation is a response to so the YouTuber the completionist has a
Oh
charity
yeah, we
or
talked about that actually.
oh I
The
did?
charity thing.
Yeah, so he released a giving the rundown about it, and I'll put the link here, and that's why it's streaming. So he basically he's made a response, trying to fix the situation about the scams and all the allegations towards him and the foundation, and he's even trying to get lawyers to come in. That's just the summarized version of it. And Mudahara is and Carl, I think that's the other guy. They've been back and forth. Yeah. So Mudahara was ragging on the dude. And the main guy, the completionist, he's trying to defend himself, trying to preserve the what you guys were talking about, trying to right some wrongs or fix some
Yeah, like
muck-ups.
if you got to get you guys up to speed, the Completionist has started or at least partner up with a charity for research on dementia, because dementia kind of hits a very close thing to home for him, like very close to the heart, because his mother had frontal temporal dementia, which the frontal and temporal lobes are kind of just fucked in a way. So essentially, how like certain personality traits are kind of like changed over. So one moment you could be acting like a normal person, like a normal 21-year-old guy, to a complete 5-year-old.
Yeah. Yeah, it hits home for me too, because my grandfather passed away from Alzheimer's, and saw someone else deal with the dementia. Yeah. So okay. So that's basically it. I posted. So he's trying to get it all situated and shit, but the whole scams and whatnot, and
There it is.
especially with the donators.
There it is.
And
Okay,
Mutahar
here's,
is
like,
not making it any easier apparently, but I'll still keep my eye out for that.
like for right now, I still want to be on the fence about it.
Yeah, this is definitely something
Because
worth.
like I'm not going to be on the party of hop on the bandwagon of listen and believe bullshit, because we saw that happen before.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've seen that.
More infamously with Pro Jared.
Oh yeah, with the allegations with him, and then what they weren't
less
proven.
about the cheating allegations, because I'm gonna be honest with you, I could care less about the cheating allegations.
Yeah, it was
Jared from Subway.
No,
no
Pro Jared, like
Pro.
the guy who, like, Jared Cabannier.
Yeah.
Mm.
Hold on, I'll post an image of him.
Yeah, I was gonna say he doesn't sound familiar to me, sadly.
No, he's that, I guess, say like a typical nerdy looking dude, but he's this guy.
Oh my goodness! I actually recognize
Yeah,
his face.
yeah, and he
He was also from Screw Attack as well.
Yeah, but the allegations were in terms of dealing with underage children, right?
Yeah,
If I
I
remember
think
correctly.
so.
Yeah, but they were proven untrue. As a matter of fact,
that probably fucked some things up for him for a while.
it did.
It did.
It hurt him. It definitely hurt him.
Poor guy.
So
Yeah, it's like
but
yeah. Essentially, I honestly cannot care less about the whole cheating allegations, because like that's kind of like a whatever thing. That's personal beef that you guys have to do. Like that's beef that doesn't really have to do with social media. Okay.
Yeah, it's not
that
necessarily
yeah.
our business, no.
Yeah, that's beef.
That's like the Dan Harmon thing, like that's
between him and Roseanne.
no, the one that kind of got him lost is Rick and Morty. Well, we still lost Rick and Morty, but yeah,
I was thinking of someone else.
Yeah, it's like that's personal. That's a personal thing.
Yeah, and it just got out there. And,
allegations, like in the grand scheme of it, cheating allegations versus grooming allegations. I'm gonna be honest with you. I care more about the grooming allegations than the fucking cheating.
Yeah, because that is a real criminal offense. Cheating, that's just the couple thing. I mean, it's still bad. Don't get us wrong.
Yeah,
cheating is still bad. But
yeah, it's still a terrible
Don't get us
thing.
twisted.
I mean,
don't
you
get
can't.
it twisted.
It's
Cheating
still
is
criminal.
terrible.
Yeah, and you can't lose everything in the marriage. Yeah, if you're caught. Yeah, if you're proven to have been dishonest to the spouse.
Yeah, and you will get. And I think that cheaters should honestly be gunned the fuck down. but compared to say grooming, I could care less about the cheating.
Yeah. But that's all I have so far just with that. And I guess another thing I could talk about was the Doctor Who 60th special.
Let's be honest here, no one fucking cares.
Yeah.
no, yeah.
Honestly,
Damn, someone finally said it.
yeah, I don't really care either. Honestly, at this point, I just want to play it just almost everything now. I just don't care about anything anymore.
Like
Like,
I honestly think it's just like, I think ultimately 2023, I feel like, was the proper year in, like, not just in like video games, but I think in all of media,
yeah,
where just indie just once again delivered.
which I think at this point it's just nobody wants to just like everybody is legitimately it's not even anger anymore. We're just indifference.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't care. It's just apathy.
Yeah, and it's like anger,
And
it like, to quote someone, because it wasn't Dan Slott who made the quote, thankfully, an enraged viewer is an engaged viewer, but an indifferent viewer, that's kind of just the worst thing to have.
yeah, it's it's literally like and it's just the
Like,
like I
because
said,
like
I really
in
don't
like
care.
certain indie circles,
Uh,
especially within like the lewd gaming circle that I'm in, like, we're making moves. I'm not
oh
gonna
yeah,
lie.
yeah. More and more people are taking their focuses away from the bigger name stuff and aiming it towards smaller regiments, and that's really a good thing. That's really really awesome.
Like,
And
legit, like, the lewd gaming scene is slowly starting a movement.
yeah, but just like indie in general, it's like I mean, for how many the game Andy and Layla have been talked about?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
totally.
which by the way, the creator of the game apparently got fucking doxxed.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and Kuro have talked about in our
Uh,
last Andy and Lele stream,
Which,
and she definitely, and it was proven that it was a woman. So it's reported that she'll stay off the internet, but she'll still provide like certain things that the company needs, and like art, script, or story outlines. But after the third update, she's done. She's reportedly done. So that's probably when the game will more likely end, unless the company wants to that's
yeah,
been
like,
helping her from the beginning anyway.
and it's all due to like a very common thing in the realms of fiction, which is incest.
And
There,
says,
there, 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 there.
well, apparently, from our gameplay, it seems like the game takes place more in Canada
what?
because we keep seeing a lot of yeah. You remember how we kept pointing out things that
Sorry,
seem American, seems more Canadian.
sorry, you're cutting out every single second.
Am I for real?
Yeah, on my side, I hear you cutting out more often. So I guess what happens is that whatever you're saying about Canada, you can someone one of my
Essentially,
Canadian IP server providers were jiggling the cord so
Yeah,
they didn't.
it's the
He's about to get
Canadian.
doxxed.
Yeah, he's making sure
Yeah,
that doesn't get heard.
it's essentially
Doc,
saying like,
Doc.
how like the game could be potentially taking place in Canada.
Well, I mean, only because one what was the first one? Something about like the healthcare stuff they have advertising in the game,
Yeah,
and then there was something with the bio waste because how the game refers to bio waste, but we refer it down here as like recycling. And then there was another thing too that was that I said that kind of gave Canadian vibes, and not American, or at least Detroit.
Was it
Oh,
it was a drink, right? It was the drink
yes,
commercial.
it was something with a drink.
And the news. It was the news and a drink.
Yeah, let me just make sure. Actually,
I'm. By the way, my drink is finished.
But the podcast isn't. So you
You
better
might
have
need to
enough.
grab a refreshment.
but yes,
I got
and
my water bottle here with me, so.
but
That's
yes,
a valid refreshment.
well,
I
the main
myself will be probably doing the same.
apparently the main story takes place in a European country. That's what it's supposedly supposed to take place in.
I
But,
mean, incest was not
like the
stranger to those areas either.
yeah.
By
Well,
the way,
well,
Sometime.
well, one of the biggest things
ago.
that's like a lot of people just don't understand. Yeah, incest is not glorified in this game. It's not.
No.
It's not a good ending. It's not a good.
yeah, it's the shit ending. It's one of the shitter endings.
Which in the last playthrough, me and Kurt, we actually tried a couple of the endings. We got what 3 out of what 4, 5?
Yeah, there was like about 3 different mid. They were they weren't endings, but they were like
Yeah, they weren't
mid.
endings.
They're like mid branches because the game's not over.
Yeah.
So yeah, they kind of branched like 3 different ones.
Yeah, granted the because the incest never happens. It was that was given to them. If given how where you want to go down the route of the story.
By the way, this is what I was drinking.
Oh, okay, cool. Sorry. But the game, yeah, the game does not glorify incest. If anything, it really showcases the and that's been a common theme this past year or two about the horrible toxic relationships that people can have with family, lovers, and friends. And just like it's like really honestly the good ending for me, if this actually does become an ending, is where Andy fucking kills Lele.
Oh yeah, that one.
Yeah, that one was honestly did kind of terrify me a little bit, seeing how the vision was playing out. But then there was also the one ending where they were just mutual. They were just mutual, people. They were they weren't lovers. Which honestly, if
Yeah, it
Laylee
depends on
had it
how
her
you.
way, it'd probably be different.
Yeah,
But
yeah. It depends on how you hit those endings. You won't actually get them unless you try to get the incest ending. But as you said, we went to go
I was
explore the
playing
other route.
Alabama music in the background. All right, we're almost there.
Yeah, it was slowly ramping up as we get closer and closer to the incest. It's like
yeah, we just finished part 2. We'll be getting to part 3 soon.
Stardust
But
Crusaders.
yeah. But for the most part, yeah, really it is like of all things incest. I mean, you literally have like cannibalism like going on where the kids just or not the kids, they're not kids, they're 20-year-olds.
Yeah.
They're grown ass adults, but were killed and ate their parents. Or Lele did at least. Depending on
Oh
what's the other
shit!
one. Yeah.
I remember watching a little bit, but I don't remember that part.
Okay, so I basically just spoiled it.
No, it's fine. I'll still play the game because fuck it.
Yeah, it's
I did
really
want
good.
to. I did
It's
want
really
to
good.
at least see. And it was made using the RPG Maker as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it was.
Damn.
Yeah, and that's what makes it so mind-boggling about the indie scene. The yeah, just smaller film companies. Hell, I mean, Godzilla -1 is killing it at the box office, and it's doing superior, given that it had like a $15 million budget, and it still looks good. I mean, yes, you can even tell like there's some jankiness to it. I didn't really watch it, but I saw a lot of clips. But you could tell there's some jankiness to it because it's Japanese. They're not really known for having like peak, effects,
Yeah.
but still, that it kind of goes
Not
back
for
to the
live
roots.
action, anyways. But when it comes to animation,
When it comes to
usually.
animation, yes, of course.
But live action, no.
Yeah,
Definitely
not the live action, yeah. But of course, but it goes back to like kind of roots of what Godzilla was, and it is like I mentioned earlier with horror and comedy, is that it was an allegory to the horrors of war, how it affects not even just the Japanese people but the world in of itself, and Godzilla was the embodiment of nuclear war, and it goes to that and how terrifying Godzilla was in this film. So, and like me being a huge fucking Godzilla fan, like, oh my god, I love this, and I can't wait to finally go and watch it.
Okay. You want
But
to
yes,
wrap this up because it's almost hitting 3 o'clock.
yeah, it is
We'll
3 o'clock actually. Yeah, so let's
Alright.
wrap this up.
Let's wrap this
Any
up.
last words, comments?
Yeah. Just actually, Overlord, you go. I'll take the last one.
I know 2023 has been less than stellar for a lot of people, myself included.
Mm-hmm.
But I think 2024 is going to be our year.
Please don't say that.
It's time to rise.
We cannot afford anything else. I sure as hell can, because if I lose another fucking friend, I'm gonna lose my mind.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
I
literally
feel
a couple
that.
weeks ago.
I dropped like 5 friends this year.
Yes, and like a couple weeks ago, one of my good
least.
friends from high school, he was killed in a motorcycle accident.
Oh, I don't like motorcycles.
Shit.
Hate
Yeah.
motorcycles. It just.
And he died less than a day after his grandfather.
Oh.
That's yeah, damn.
Yeah.
That is
It's
definitely different though. That I mean,
yeah. And so yeah, we cannot
Damn.
afford so please, for God, Cthulhu, Buddha, anybody, please, just
the
let
force is
2024
out
just-
there.
Cthulhu.
You want me to keep continuing?
Yeah, go on.
Yes, please.
Yeah,
Continue.
wrap it up.
I honestly think that this year will next year will probably be like the year where I think we could properly grow as, and hopefully some of us can actually make proper careers out of our stuff.
Yeah,
I hope so.
I have hope.
Because around December 2nd, I actually December 2nd, I actually helped out a friend of mine vend for a convention.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a 1-day thing. And yeah, we helped him vend for a convention, and we both agreed it's like, this is it. This is the place to be. And
Well, that's good that you
Yeah,
have such high hopes, and we need that. We need as much hope as we can get.
definitely.
For sure. But
I know.
I agree with him though too. I think we might be able to. It's just you know,
I know. I know.
this year threw us a lot of bumps, and you know, not with the podcast really just then, but you know, I'm sure with everything that's been going on in our own lives and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
I got my second job not too long ago, fortunately.
Well, that's
But
and for me, my other, and I didn't follow through with my trip to Vegas.
There's always next year.
And that thing was
Yeah,
like
always
highly
next year.
anxiety inducing.
I mean,
I'll
Yeah.
get
as
there.
long as you live, there's always another chance to go lose your money at Vegas.
Which TwitchCon's going to be in Ohio apparently.
Well, I thought of a reason to try to go back to Ohio, so maybe we
But
can go
I'm
there.
going to be on the fence about that because it's gonna be
Wait, what part of Ohio though? I guess that's the better question to ask.
I guess Columbus.
Columbus, I guess, might not be terrible as long as they didn't say like Cincinnati or. Shit, what was
But
the other
I
one?
honestly think like this year in general, I think like 2024 will just be the year that we properly will hopefully go crazy.
In a good way, hopefully. Please, 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 please. Like I know you guys aren't religious, begging to God or whoever, just no more, please.
Yeah.
Or at least lessen it down. And one of my new is actually just to work on my nihilism in a sense.
No, dog. What you take this one?
It's like
Take what?
Yeah, I mean we gotta wrap it up, but like you take
yeah,
you're the next
but in
one.
general, like I feel like 2020.
You already beat it. I'm sorry, Overlord. Really need to wrap this up.
But on all seriousness, so here's to a grand 2024, and January is going to be essentially my training arc.
All right.
Let's hope so. Actually, I don't really have anything much to say other than that's just all I want, just to deal with my nihilism and
keep
senses.
in mind, everyone, we're all supposed to die in 2012. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
We're already dead.
All right, Bandi. Anything you want to say wrapping up?
Yes.
Well, I'm wishing all you guys a great, happy holidays, and we'll see you guys next year in 2024. And we love you guys. Thank you for sticking with us.
Yes, thank you guys for being with us, and have a blessed rest of the year, and hope your next year will be just as blessed.
And to wrap it up with me, I'm the what was the thing they called me, the enlightened boom or something like that, or the zoomer, or what was it, Mr. What was that one? Yeah, the 27-year-old something. I'm trying to remember what it's called. Anyways, as the leader of the group of these bands and misfits and stuff like that.
The mentor?
No, it was a meme thing. It was like the Wicked Wojak, the then something.
I don't fucking know.
I'm trying to remember.
Something.
It was a Wicked Wojak. Sorry, the Nihilist. Dogboy was the Nihilist, and I was the bloomer. Yeah, I was the bloomer. Anyways, as the bloomer of the group, and I'm very religious, and I have high hopes for tomorrow. I mean, I've been looking at this whole list of things.
I get it now.
Yeah.
Wojaks. So essentially, Kuro's the bloomer. He's slowly becoming the broken bloomer.
What? Yeah.
Dogboy and Bandi, I think, are like the two doomers of the group.
Doomers?
Yeah. And
Why
I
you
am
say
essentially the withered Wojak. Like, I have seen some shit.
Well, I mean, what I'm saying is that I have high hopes for next year. I mean, I'm looking at everything that we've gone through, all the stories that we have, we brought to the thing, and I can see there's so much history. We went through Chris Chan, we went through Five Nights at Freddy's, we went through Meta versus Twitter, we went for Yamato's gender, One Piece. We talked about a lot. We talked about a lot of good stuff. So
Yeah, we did.
And we talked about E3. We've been for a lot of things. Like we talked about even like Pokemon player and the gender pronouns. And what happens is, and we've talked a lot about a lot of things, and it hasn't always been very bad.
No, it hasn't always been bad.
And I was saying the world around us has been bad, but what happens is that I have high hopes for tomorrow, because what happens, I know in who I trust, and I trust in the Lord God Almighty, my strength and my Savior. So I know that tomorrow I will take the bads that come with it, because what happens is, as you're living, you're going to get hit with so much stuff, but you got to go forward, because what happens is that if you stop, you don't move, you don't go forward, you lose, you die, and you can't achieve the goal that you have for tomorrow. So in this coming year, there will be some pits, there will be some rising mountains. You never know, because I just got 100 cheers this before the end of the thing for on my channel. And if I gave up as I was streaming, I wouldn't have not got that. And so what happens, there's a threshold I need to make, but I have to keep in mind that everything is going to hit me, it's going to hit us as a group, but you happen, as long as you breathe, you got to keep on going on, because if you stop, then the world wins. Don't let them win. So tomorrow, if you wake up tomorrow, you should be thankful that you have another day, because that means you can stick your middle finger up to the world and show them that you are here to win and that you are the boss. All right? Don't let them beat you down. And with all this news that we're talking about, this is something to reflect on, that we can go, you know what? We'll be more careful for tomorrow, because we don't know what tomorrow is going to be, but we're going to be more careful, and we're going to anticipate, and we're going to fight on for tomorrow. So I'm
Right.
saying, guys, don't give up. With all this nihilism and stuff like that, you got to know that as you breathe your breath right here, some people don't even get to breathe, and they are cheering for you. The ones that have passed on are cheering for you to keep on going on. So keep on keeping on for the future, and make sure that you make them proud. That's what I'm asking for you guys to do, and this
We
is
owe
what
it
I'm
to 'em.
asking for people on the
By the way,
podcast.
I posted the Woe Jackson chat.
And these things happen as they go. So I'm glad that I have been with you guys for the whole year, and you guys have stuck with me the whole year, even though there's some ups and downs and pitfalls. And even after the podcast, we could still even meet to do some midnight social gaming,
Yeah.
if you
Yeah,
have
for sure.
time. But we'll start back at January the 24th and stuff like that. Is that what it says? Yes. January the 24th, we'll start back up again with our podcast. But in the meantime, we still have the other events that we can get to and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So
Yeah,
And keep up with each
you
other.
guys can still find us here and there, and I'll still be doing my YouTube stuff, because I know like typically around this time most of YouTubers are going to take their breaks and vacations.
mhm.
Yeah,
I'm
myself
not.
included.
I'm not going to take a break. I'm going to keep trying to upload, because really, I'm not doing this as a job. It's just a hobby,
Yeah.
and it's just something to keep my mind busy and so forth. And Kuro is right. And despite all the me being as the doomer, I do have hope. I really do, and so everything Kuro has said is true. There's, as long as the sun can rise in the morning, then that is good enough. And I was just telling somebody too last night that even if you have a bad day, even you feel like you're not good enough, or you didn't achieve what you wanted to, even if you just messed up, the fact that you're able to even look back on that is still good enough, that you're still doing good, that you're still, trying your best, and that, it may not seem like it, but there is somebody out there rooting for you, and you are still loved.
Yeah.
So, yeah, just keep moving forward. And like Rose said, the people that we have lost this past year, or past couple years, really, but more so this past year, live. Their deaths will be in vain if you stop. Keep moving.
I am.
So,
All right.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Thank you,
And
guys.
Happy New Year's.
That's
All right.
All right, everyone. That is our podcast number 50, season finale. And hopefully we'll be renewed for another year. Then that's where you jump cut to this podcast did not come back another year. So
Yeah.
that's where the jump cut comes in. All right.
All
To
right.
be continued.
Yeah.
Next year? Question mark.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
No, it's gonna be an
January
exclamation
is
mark.
potentially going to be my fucking training arc.
I think so too. I think it will be next year.
Yeah.
But that being said, we'll see you guys next year.
Bye-bye.
One more quick thing.
Oh.
I will be appearing at EshoCon. So, if any of you guys are going to come to Sylvie, Michigan, and anytime soon, I will be helping out my pal Fuji Fire vending. So that's where you can find me.
Hell yeah.
All right. And then we'll see you guys next year.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.